Right, Ian. No, fucking fly here, man. Still waiting. Let's get my t-shirt. When that freaking fly comes near me again, I'm going to swat it with my shirt. Ugh. No, I fucking hit it then. But where it went, I don't know. It got my shirt. Went right near the screen. Can't afford to break this screen. I broke the other one the other day. Really peed off last week because I was trying to find a cable and the bloody monitor fell over for the DVR, and it fell and broke. And I had to replace it with a very small bloody monitor. Bring that one. Bring it back out. But it's smaller. Like that's 19-inch, I think. My one was a 24-inch with TV built into it. Smart TV as well. Just toppled over and fucking like hit the antenna to my aerial. The antenna's like a real hard plastic one. See that one now? It hit that. The screen hit it and completely like shattered it. So I was looking how much a new TV was, or a new monitor. Like fucking 140 quid. So I was looking around and I found that one. I found that outside, I think, or actually I might have been given that one by the time that. Get that fucking way, you cunt. Oh, I hate flies in here. They really piss me off. Where is it? Where's that sucker gone? Come back up there. I think I hit it. Probably fallen on the bed and going to attack me tonight. Oh, there it is, you son of a bitch. Why does it keep going up on the Ouija board? He's gone up to that Ouija board now. Maybe it's a spirit manifested itself into a fucking fly. Well, just have to keep an eye on it. Yeah, so I'm trying to share this out. Hello, Tommy. Wait a minute. I'm trying to share this out and I'm being attacked by a fucking fly. What went there? So, as you can see, I managed the 2 days and 2 nights at the old bushcraft. Some really weird things happened last night, though. Monday night. I didn't say it on my other channel because it wasn't really to do. Well, it's still with the channel, but it's more kind of like. I'm not saying it's paranormal, but it was fucking weird. I cut my hair last week, girl. See the redness around my head though, because that's like psoriasis. Just watching the guy, he's got psoriasis, and he's like fucking 10 times worse than me, the poor sod. And I've got a little bit on my leg, but it's not that bad. No, I sometimes use E45. So you can see that bit there, yeah. Used to be all down my legs. Yeah, that's a scratch from the bramble. And that used to be covered as well, but that's clearing right up now. And that's down to like the bloody antidepressants that causes psoriasis. That's one of the side effects. But I was watching a guy on his channel. He's American. He's got 2 Alsatians, and he's got it all down his arms, all down around his waist, and check all back here, all down his legs. I thought, fucking hell, and I'm complaining, thinking that how embarrassing. Like if I went out with a pair of shorts on, God, that guy's walking around shorts, and you can see it all over his leg. I thought, oh my God, poor sod. Yeah, I sometimes use E45. Wolf whistles. Right, that's going to cost you now, Tammy. £10 per flash per leg. That's £20 you owe me. Oh, God. Oh, my bottle's fallen over. No wonder I couldn't find it. It's fallen on the floor. Probably a cat knocked it over. She was okay, actually. 2 days, 2 nights. I came home early today. Well, yesterday. What day is it today now? Tuesday. I came home early Monday. Because I couldn't really do what I needed to do. And I didn't really sleep well Monday night. Reason being, some weird, crazy things. Simply is better than 45. I've got E45. That's what I've been using. Go and lay down and stop meowing. Yeah, as you know, on the first video, Sunday night, I didn't get a lot of sleep because there's a sports thing going on during the daytime, and at night they had some kind of festival. You can hear a lot of music and people singing and just poncing around. And it went up to like 2-3 o'clock in the morning. So every time I fell asleep, it woke me up. So I didn't really sleep well Sunday night. I thought I was going to sleep well Monday night, but that didn't happen. No, not Monday night. Saturday night was the festival night. Sunday, I'm fucking confused now. It's Tuesday today. Yeah. And Saturday was the festival. Yeah, Saturday they was having that sports day and festival. Now I'm correcting myself. And then Sunday was a night to remember, I suppose, because I could not sleep properly because of the way the pillow was. It was a bit too high and it was making my neck hurt, and it got a little bit cold. And throughout the night, seriously, I kept hearing like a metallic kind of like scratching noise, which I couldn't understand because there's nothing outside metallic. I haven't even got anything metallic outside apart from one little kind of like metal tray about that big, and that's kind of like beside that side of the cabin outside. Now what it was is that it's like a metallic scratching. 1 minute it'd be one side of the cabin, then like it stopped, then 5 minutes later it happened again, and it'd be outside the cabin behind me, then it stopped, then it'd go again and it'd be outside the cabin just beside that side. Then it sounded like later, it was coming right outside the door. And I just could not figure out what the fuck it was. It was like, hello, Elizabeth. What are you doing, cat? Getting lay down. She's probably seen a fly out there. Can't see it on CCTV. Mind you, that CCTV service more can't even fucking see if there is fly out there or not. So it kept changing directions of the place, yeah. And it happened. It kept going on for about an hour until I eventually fell asleep. Then something else woke me up. It sounded like someone talking outside. It wasn't like close up. I know sometimes I can hear people talking if they're walking down the back pathway on the other woodlands, which is the public woodlands run by National Trust or Forestry Commission or whatever it is. But like at 3 o'clock in the morning, I'm thinking there would not be no one out walking through that woods at 3 o'clock in the morning. But thank you very much for telling me. It was more like practically outside my fucking cabin. One sounded like a female, and then about half an hour later, I heard a male say something like chair. Now there's a chair outside my cabin what I used to use, yeah, because the leg's broken on it, so I had to take my fishing chair up this week, and I got a chair in there. But it's folded up. But I definitely heard a male say chair. And I thought, what the fuck's going on? And if that weren't all, it started pissing down the rain. And there wasn't no rain forecast. It bucketed down for half an hour. And water somehow still got into the cabin, went down at the bottom where my feet were, and it started filling, well, not filling up, but it started getting the old pump up mattress wet, and my feet were laying on there, and I could feel like a coldness. I thought, what's that? And I touched it, and I could feel the wetness. So I had to get up, and I'm trying to figure out where this rain's coming from. And I've got tarps which are kind of like overlaying. They're not like tied down or connecting. They're just not overlaying. So I'm looking around, trying to think where it's coming from. And as I was I thought, now I'm up, I'm also tied down these bits of tarp. So I've got a hammer out, got some nails out, and I'm hammering them down. And the ones which I couldn't hammer down because there wasn't no wood behind them, I just got some string, cut holes in, and tied them to each other. That took half an hour to do. And as I got to the last bit, I looked up, and in the corner there's a gap about that big, and you can see outside the shelter because you could see the sky. I thought, fuck it. Now how the hell am I going to do that? Well, the rain has stopped by then, and I cleared up the water with some, kitchen towel stuff I've got up there, which Rose gave me about 2 years ago, and I was still using that. Lucky I'm on the last packet now. So I wiped all that up. The sleeping bag isn't waterproof. It was a little bit damp, but I was too fucking tired to worry about it. So I just threw it back over me, and I eventually did fall asleep. But I kept waking up constantly because I kept hearing weird noises outside the cabin, well, if you want to call it cabin, shelter, whatever. And I thought, what the hell is going on? Now I heard footsteps, but I'm thinking, well, that's maybe the two ponies, because there were two ponies in the same area that I was, and I did video them on, my 3-hour video that I uploaded earlier. Plus, I think I've caught them on the wildlife cam. Pretty sure I've got one on wildlife cam. Wildlife cam video is only half an hour because it's only picking up the motion motion sensor. So like, and the main one's like 3 hours because I was using 2 camcorders. The second night, before I got to bed, I had my camera on and I leant over to like adjust the camera, and I must have put it on pause because there's me sitting there talking for half an hour, and then I looked over and the little red record button wasn't like recording. I thought, hey, what the fuck's it going on here? So I've been talking to the camera for half an hour and it hadn't been recorded. So I thought, well, sod this, and I just explained. I said, there's me talking for half an hour and like, it wasn't recording. So it's just quick update and that's it, So I hate these fucking trousers. Right, right up your fucking groin, when you're trying to get comfortable. Sorry about that. But yeah, like, actually, let's see what we see. Did it? It is a little bit embarrassing sometimes. Right, isn't it? Some of you women might even like it. What's the trouble is going on? But yeah, like Sunday night was a bit of a weird night. It was more spookier than it was Saturday night, because Saturday night, I didn't get much sleep anyway, because all we could hear was the rave, the concert or whatever it was going on. Because during the daytime Saturday, they was actually doing sports, and then I noticed that there was like about 40 or tents there. I thought, what the fucking was that all about? And I was going to actually ask someone, but I thought, nah, they must be doing, maybe it's like a 24-hour sports, sports today, stay over and do sports the next day. So that particular night, Saturday night, they did actually have like some kind of rave, like it wasn't a disco, I think. It's just like one of those like things where they play music, and you could hear them like singing in the background. You could hear their music playing. I just hope they ain't going to get copyright infringements on the bloody video, because like some of it was like proper music from artists, I think. I'm not sure, but it wasn't like you could hear it properly. It's more like echoey kind of thing, like faded. But knowing fucking YouTube, they'd probably like catch us something on there and bloody stick an infringement on my bloody video, so that this that video might have to come off or go private, or somehow it's going to be hard for me to remove the audio out of it. I'll tell you that for one thing. So I might have to remove that video if I get an infringement on it. But it's not my fault, But Sunday daytime, you could hear like the noise again, like them doing sports. So it might have been sports, then like they done like that fucking music thing, and then done some more sports the next day. I don't know. I didn't go back over there to find out, if anyone was still there and if any tents had gone. I thought, hang on a minute, I should go over there with my milk detector and see if anyone's dropped any gold rings or, a load of money or something, but you're not allowed to milk detect because it's private land over there, and if you get caught, probably get fucking like arrested or something. But next time I go up there, I might have a little walk around to see if there's anything over there. I doubt there is. There's probably more fucking junk over there than anything else. So I could see like people coming out the car with like case of like beer and cider and other kind of alcohol. So yeah, maybe it's because like they had that music thing going on. But yeah, Sunday night was a bit of a weird one, to be honest with you. Hearing this like kind of like let me just check on it again. No, let's do it again. I've got audio keep turning off. Oh, you heard like that knocking, didn't you? I'm getting like 0, 0. At the beginning, there's like knocking. All right. I'll have to check it later, mate. 537. 5. Yeah, I just thought I'd jump on quickly, let you know that I'm still here and I'm not at home. Some people probably been going the second night. No, I didn't hear it. You'll have to recheck that, so I can hear myself talking. Yeah, I just thought I'd jump on quickly, let you know that I'm still here and I'm on like 5:37 on Monday to see myself, mate. You might be hearing it better because, like, you might be wearing headphones. I don't wear headphones. I'll check it out again tomorrow or today, later on. Have the volume up, I suppose. But that's when I was on my mobile. Surprising you can pick up stuff on the mobile. Even when I was doing the live stream on the mobile, I was hearing weird things outside. Like I could hear like tapping and, sounds like little knocks. Really weird. No, not. So, like, I want to do more overnight, but I'm only going to be doing like the odd one night now because, like, it's getting darker early in the daytime, and there's not a lot you can really do at night time. I don't want to be sitting outside, having like peeping eyes watching over me. No, thank you very much. That would freak me out. Even when the horses or ponies, I keep saying horses, even when the ponies walk by, like sometimes I think they might rub themselves against the shelter because, like, the itch. Because I've seen them do it, against the trees quite a few times over the last couple of days. Plus, like, you can hear them walking and running around. Definitely heard them running around early in the morning. What spooked them, I don't know, because they only run when they get spooked. And something spooked them around about 4:30 in the morning. I thought, what the fuck's going on now? So unless it might have been a fox or a wild cat or even maybe a ghost or the wild axeman, the crazed axeman, or again another kind of like animal, or maybe a zombie might have like startled them. But I heard them running, and it's just like two of them. It's all the other horses are in the other fields. I know he said like one of them usually jumps over the fence quite a lot, but for the little, like the baby one, I don't think she jumps. The other one might do. But those are like okay with each other, most of the day. They did actually come over to me a couple of times and I tried patting them, but they wouldn't let me pat them. There was some hay which I threw away weeks ago, which still looked a bit okay, so I grabbed some of that and I tried feeding them. The little like foal ate one little piece and then they both kind of like turned away and buggered off. I thought, oh well, sodgy then. I might take some carrots up next time. I don't know yet. Because if they know you've got food, they're going to keep pestering you. And I don't want them to keep pestering me. So I might not take any carrots. They've got plenty of grass up there. Some of them fields is like knee deep in grass. So they've got plenty to munch on. But going back to the last couple of nights, it was freaking real freaky. Especially Sunday night. The amount of different noises you could hear. And I know, like I said, like, your brain needs to like tune in and focus and try to listen, learn and understand the different types of noises you're going to hear out in the woodlands than you do here. You might hear, like earlier, I heard a cat fighting or screaming or something. I know it was a cat. Sometimes you hear like the foxes over here, you know, screaming and, you know, like fighting or whatever. And you know what a fox is like? It's like a woman being strangled. So, but the only kind of wild animal I saw there was Saturday morning when I was going there, and it was like just after 6 o'clock, and in the distance I saw a little deer with my own eyes. It's definitely a little deer. I thought, wow, first time I've seen a deer over there. Now I have seen the deer a couple of times, but when it was on my live, not on my live, but on my live cam capture video. It caught it at night time, then it caught another one during the daytime. If it's the same one or not, I don't know. But this time I actually saw it, but I actually got it recorded because I was actually recording as I was going across the field to the shelter. So the only thing is, when I reviewed it, the camera was like, you know, jumping the back because I was walking. The camera's on my head, and you know, even when you saw it, it's like a little kind of like blob. But when I stopped it, you can just make out the feature of it, you know, in the background. But it's definitely a deer. And I believe that I was told that there is a deer farm not too many miles away. And sometimes they do escape and roam free. Ron, the landowner, told me he saw 3 of them on one particular day, and they were all together. So, you know, time to time you're going to probably see it here. Little baby ones. I don't know how big they get, actually, to be honest with you. But it could have been a deer outside, you know, but the CCTV, well, not CCTV, my wildlife cam didn't pick anything up during the night time, apart from me, you know, going in and out. I did go out and take a leak, and you can just see me on the side. And I'm thinking, I've far enough for me, you know, not being seen, taking a leak, but you can just see an outline of me just standing there. So I don't think you'll see any more than that unless you start going through all the filters. Perverts. But, you know, it can be interesting. It can be fun. It can be bloody hard work as well. You know, you're trying to do things. So, like, I went over and got some more of those floorboards from Tom's area, and I kind of like nailed all 3 kind of together, trying to like make a new storage section. And I pulled it up and I thought, well, hang on a minute, how am I going to nail these together? How am I going to like do this and make a top for it? And I also realised, because what I'd done, I cancelled that bit off, then I tried something else. I went out and found a load of wood, and then I built like a wall similar to my bed bench. And I thought, well, I can use that other one, the flooring board one, which I've not taken apart yet, and put that on top. Now I'll put it on top, and I don't need 3 of them. All what I've got to do is take one off by sawing it down the middle, and then I can use that. But then I realised another thing is that I need another thick piece of wood for the back. Then I need some brackets to hold the kind of like the top bit up so it can be lifted up and down. Then I'm going to have to like have, so that means like 2 kind of like latches kind of thing, brackets. Then I need like a padlock latch kind of thing. I've also got to do the side bit as well. And then when I put the top bit on, I realised I can't push it all the way back because there's in the middle, there's a bloody, you know, one of those logs sticking out. So when I push it down, you know, there's a gap on each side. and there's, you can actually put your hands down the back. So what I've got to do there is find something else to actually like block that off. And even though that I do that, there's still going to be gaps there. So what I'm going to have to do is either dirt fill it or just drop a load of like branches and twists down until it's like filled up and do it that way. Or do what I've done at the front and do it at the back. But even if I do it at the back, there's still going to be gaps there. So it's just too much bloody piss in the land, kind of thing. I've got loads of nails up there. Got loads of nails. The only thing I'm running out is just screws. I need some more screws. So I'll have to go to the shop tomorrow and today I've got to go up and get some of that silver tape kind of stuff. Because where all the tarp is overlaying itself and it's not tied down or nailed down, if a breeze comes through, it starts flapping, and that's another thing that's like causing me to wake up. So I'm going to get a lot of that silver tape and just like tape all the gaps up, and hopefully that'll stop some of the flapping. So I'm going to do that all the way around this inside, including the roof as well, inside the ceiling. It's not too bad outside. I think most of the rain, which when it did rain yesterday, Sunday night, it's just from that corner bit which I need to sort out. Now, if the rain's coming in and it's coming in from the back of the tarp, then I'm not too worried about that. As long as it's not coming in front of the tarp and make me bloody soaking wet. Oh, where you going to go? What haunted location? Hello, Jamie. A deer. It could be a female deer. I don't know, mate. It could be a male. It could be a buck. It could be a doe. It looks more like a doe, actually, a doe deer. I'll tell you, I had to take. Oh my God, you're wasting money. You are wasting money going there. There's 4 people who I will not say their names, but 2 of them have been there, right? Paid money, and they got diddly squat. Not even a fucking EVP. The only time it's more active is when that old guy John was alive, and one of the people who went there, one of the females that we know, I won't say her name, Rose, but fluff, she went there, and she said she got nothing. All she could hear him was that John walking around, banging about, because he's pissed out of his brain. Now, okay, the guy's passed on. You ain't going to make the noise. So maybe the activity might be different. But I wouldn't go there. Not even if you paid it for me. Oh, it's only costing you $5. Well, go then. But if it's costing me money, I won't go. I won't pay for it unless like someone paid for it myself. Paid me travel up there. Paid the night up there. The accommodation as well, and bed and breakfast and dinner and all that kind of stuff. Then I'd probably go. But I ain't going to spend money. I'd rather go and take the chance at 30 East Drive. And even people that have been going there and not got a lot of activity. I'm not saying no one's got activity. People have got activity, but there's groups that have been up there and got diddly squat as well. I think spirits can get a bit pissed off if people keep going here. So they don't want to do nothing. I think it's like a circus for them, isn't it, eh? Oh, here we go, another group. Now they want us to like bang and thump and smash things and, do this and do that. No, we're not going to do it tonight, Sodden. We're going to sit back and watch and see how stupid they are. I wonder if spirits can actually think of us being stupid imbeciles doing ghost hunting. Some might enjoy it, some might be helpful, some might be just damn well too lazy. Some could be negative and, like give you that crazy stuff to get you out. Hell, if I was dead and the ghost, I wouldn't mind it, a few times, but I think, even I would, being a spirit, would probably get fed up with it. Oh, he lived there oh, he died 4 years ago. I thought it was more recent than that. I don't know if it was the sound music. Yeah, at least you can say, oh, look, talking about fucking Rose, here she is. Hello, Rose. She still hasn't sorted that shit out for me. It'll be another fucking 5 years before she sorts that electronics out for me to look at. She better hurry up because I've not done electronics for a couple of months now. I'm giving it a break. And no, my luck, I might not even bother doing any more electronics for a while. But, I've spent God knows how much money on the bloody stuff. I'm not doing any more devices yet. I've just not been bothered with making anything else yet. I had that splur at the moment, wanting to build some more stuff, and now I can't be bothered with it. So I'm sure Rose said that she never got nothing at what's it called? Ramsey. Did you get anything at Ramsey, Rose? I think you said you didn't get nothing there, didn't you? I wouldn't go there. Any day say it's the most haunted place in the, Oh, I don't know. I don't know why people keep doing this to you. Why they keep doing it to you all the time? I don't understand it. I don't know why people keep doing it to you. It's fucking ridiculous, man. People just need to leave you the fucking alone and let you get on with it. And, they need to get a life and stop fucking screwing everyone else's life up. I don't even, Rose, I wouldn't even bother talking about it on your channel. If you get flagged, don't even mention it. Because that's where they're feeding off it. Oh, right, yeah. Oh, she's mentioned it. Yeah, right, okay. She's mentioned that she got a video flagged. Let's flag another one. Let's keep flagging the channel so she can get umpy over it and pissed off. And once she starts, thinking who it is, then we'll try to get it flagged even more. You must have the option to appeal that the videos that are being flagged shouldn't have to be flagged. So all you're doing is your own fucking paranormal, aren't you? It's just fucking jealousy, I'll tell you, man. People are just fucking jealous. Look at certain things, Oh, here we go. Fake me again. Every time someone creates a fake account, you know what? I'm not going to have a go at you. I am just going to screenshot it and post it to the authorities. Because you are using my name and my profile to cause me problems. And every time someone does this, you dumbasses, have been reported. You are being reported. just to show that fucking YouTube. You're taking the option away. Well, I've reported that, the channel anyway. So it's been reported. Blocking them. Well, once you delete them, they get blocked anyway, I think. Yeah, I've just reported them. That's it. Harassment and what did I put down as? Report harassment or bullying, and I put harassing me. I could also put it as unwanted commercial or content or spam. You know, I report it as spam as well because they're spamming my channel with the fake account, aren't they? Still, that's all I've got to say about them. You know, as I said, you're going to get losers out there like that one. Because they've got nothing better to do, have they, really? But, you know, you've got to look at the bright side. They come on, they take their time to create an account, and they come and view your channel. So it's a view in it in one way. Not that I need it. But sometimes it can be a bit annoying. It can kind of like, you know, distract you from what you're talking about. But to be honest, I didn't really see it until just now. I've got an idea who it is. There's only a couple of people who do it. No way, Rose. Don't worry about it, Rose. Fuck them. That's all I've got to them. That's all I've got to say to them. Don't worry about it. It's not your fault. Just stay here. Talk. Someone who's got a beef against, you know, me as well as you. I don't think it's because you're on here. Because I do get trolls on here sometimes anyway. I had one about 2 weeks ago, I think it was. Plus, someone also done a fake account on Facebook, which I reported, and that got taken down within 10 minutes, I think it was. My niece Georgina wants to know where these ponies are and where my camp is. I ain't gonna tell her. No way. What was I gonna look at? How do you find out? Trying to find the notification from Facebook. Yeah, that one's been taken down, I think, the Facebook one. Hello, Michael. It's like, don't bother me anymore. I don't talk about them. I just like report their ass and I'll screenshot them and then I'll pass on to authorities. Because they told me, like, if you keep getting trolled, let us know. Because, like, you know, trolling is supposed to be illegal. It's against the law to troll people. They're actually bringing out an enforcement about trolling and cyberbullying. It's supposed to happen last year, actually, but because of the pandemic, it got postponed for the government. So it's supposed to have been doing it again this year, but it's been suspended again. So it's now going to be next April, I think it is. Because a lot of, you know, well-known people, you know, celebrities are getting trolled left, right and centre. And also cyberbullied. Even some of the people in the government's been targeted as well, trolled and cyberbullied. So they are actually going to bring into law that anyone caught cyberbullying and trolling can be arrested. And I'm not bullshitting, just Google it. The law is going to state that trolls and cyberbullying will then be searched out and once found, arrested, and they will go to court, and they'll either get a fine. There's even possibility of imprisonment, apparently, depending on how bad the trolling and the cyberbullying is. But even if it's just like minor trolling, they can have you in the court and you'll be paying a heavy fine. Things up to like £10,000 fine for trolling people. For cyberbullying, yeah, now apparently get caught and it's a serious, you know, serious cyberbullying. You can be doing time in prison. You'll get a fine and imprisonment. So, you know, these arseholes need to stop. Because one of these days, you know, they're going to get caught out. They're going to get a knock on the door, warrant for the arrest. You know, they might think, oh, he's talking bullshit. You know, you Google it. I'm not talking bullshit. You Google it, man. You fucking go and Google. That's what Google's there for. Put down something like, is trolling and cyberbullying against the law? And you're going to get some pretty interesting information back. And if you get caught, no, you're going to be facing time, or you're going to be paying a heavy fine. And you can also end up paying compensation back to the person who you've been trolling and cyberbullying. So, you know, they need to stop before it gets too late for them. No, I've warned them enough times. I've told them to Google it, but they think it's funny. You know, I think, oh, you know, he's going to talk, you know, he's going to start giving out names. I'm not going to give out names because I could be wrong. But I've got an idea who it is or who they are. And yet someone has told me that, you know, they know who's trolling me still. And I said, really? I don't give a shit. I'm not going to be, you know, stupid enough to give out names. Because the person who gives me the names could be wrong anyway, right? And even if they're right, yeah, I can't really do much about it apart from passing information on to the authorities. And since last time that with that guy, and the court, you know, it's supposed to have gone to court April, but been put back again because there's too many court cases that have been put back. And they're still, like, you know, dealing with the more serious ones, like, you know, rape, burglary, murder, all that kind of shit. So they've been put back again. So that arsehole's got more time to spend on his poxy stupid gaming. And people have asked me time and time again, who is it? Who is it? I'm not telling you. I'm not saying who it is. Because by telling you who it is and his YouTube channel, it could backfire on me. And, like, it could be kicked out of court when it goes there by giving personal information. I'm not doing that. I'm going to make sure that this arsehole gets what he come uppance. He's going to pay for what he did. Although, say, he's got more time to sit there and play games and have laughing jokes with his friends again now. And I was actually messaged on Facebook saying that he knows the guy, and he goes, sometimes either he or his friends come on here and watch my channel and take notes because I say something about it, which I don't do. I could be talking about any one out of a million people about a court case as long as I don't say the name, the address details, dox them. I don't even give out his YouTube channel. No, I've had people say, who is it? Who is it? I'm not telling you. And I'm not saying it is, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's him or one of his stupid little cronies that he plays the games with. He could be getting them to make up the accounts and trying to be all nice and pie. So, but using my name. See, this is what I don't get right. When they do it on Facebook here, they friend me and say hello. They want, me to react. And I don't react to them. I don't even say hello or anything like that anymore. As soon as someone creates a fake account on Facebook, which I wouldn't be surprised no one's going to be done within the next couple of days or couple of weeks, but they just create an account and then add me as a friend and say, hello, how are you today? And once I see that, it's an account under my name, last one was Stephen something, and it wasn't using my surname, but it's used my profile picture. I thought, here we go again. And I just flagged the channel. I just flagged the username on Facebook. I told them they were impersonating me. I got a message back from Facebook saying, thank you for informing us. We'll deal with it straight away. And I believe they took the channel down. And that's how I think YouTube should do it. Once they get, a flag from the original, person like me saying, well, this guy's impersonating me, he's harassing me, they should take that channel down. Especially they can see if it's a new channel when they're using my profile picture, using my name. But if it's a different, there's, if you do a Google search, there's probably a few thousand Steve Morgans, yeah. So you can't really block every Steve Morgans. But when they're using your profile picture, my profile picture, then they know that they're targeting me. You know that they're targeting me. So then once YouTube sees that they're using my profile picture or even my YouTube name or even partial of my YouTube name, they should fucking delete it. Take the channel down, but they don't do it half the time. There's still a few videos up on YouTube about me, which they've not taken down yet. And I've reported them and reported them. I've even given them crime reference number. They've still not taken them down. So those ones I just try to ignore and forget about. But if they was more sensible, which they ain't because they're stupid in the brain to do what they do anyway. But, believe me or not, just Google it. Get caught trolling and causing problems for people. No, it's all right using my name and profile and saying, hello, Steve. All right, mate, how you doing? You're still trolling me. You're still trying to cause me problems. You're still harassing me. And every time someone comes on doing that, I screenshot it. and then I just email it over to the officer in charge, and if they've got the time to, like, contact YouTube and get the channel taken down, they do it. Or they might contact YouTube and say, right, we want the IP address and the contact details of this person who's created this account. Because, legally by law now, when you create an account with YouTube, you're supposed to be giving out your number, your address, and some form of, like, ID, like a passport or a driving license or something like that, to open an account. But there are ways you can still do it without doing all that shit. Because YouTube ain't checking up on every account that's being done, and they should do. Fuck me, if they got bots to, like, flag a channel or give you a copyright strike because, like, you've got a little bit of music in the background that, that you ain't supposed to throw because it belongs to an artist or something. They must have fucking bots where they can actually tell if, like, someone's creating an account which ain't even, giving out the true identity of the person. Or what YouTube is up to at the moment is wanting the alreadies. They don't give a shit about the individuals, the one who's been targeting, the one who's been picked on and bullied and trolled. No, all they want is fucking money. So if I had another way of doing another, like, I know there are other places I could go and stream, but I've been on YouTube for like 9 years, and I don't really want to move away from it. But I have thought about moving away from it a couple of times, just leaving the channel as it is, but not doing any more streams or uploads, and go to some other social media. I know there's some which you can do, but you can only have your videos and uploads up for like a week. But I will be looking at another social media. I might move over to, well, I've moved, I've got an account on Instagram now. Got one on Twitter and Facebook. I might even do more streams on Facebook than on here, to be honest with you. Which I don't really want to do. But if it means doing it, any trolls that come on gets kicked practically straight away. Not just from the users, from the moderators, but from Facebook. If YouTube was to do that as well, one complaint, like, let's check into it. Okay, yeah, we've had a few people report it. That's not the right person. Using a fake account. He's there to troll people, or account is there to cause drama, hate, whatever. Right, we get rid of it. And they know it's going to be a new account because, like, they can see by the bloody date they joined. People will be haters and abusers. And they're just, like, upsetting people. Why they keep doing the Rose, I don't know. Rose has had problems, I've had problems. We try to fix our problems. We try to be nice to people. We're here to give you content. We're here spending our time, our energy, and even our money to bring you some form of entertainment. But the people who keep attacking and flagging Rose are just fucking losers. You know what? They're just jealous of her. It's all down to jealousy, I think. Rose is just trying to put content up. And I say it's down to jealousy because, like, she's been on, like, TV and, paranormal shows. And people are just, like, arseholey over it, jealousy. And she's gone up and down, like, left and centre, up and down, so many times. Close the channel down, God knows how many times, and come back up. Right, well, again, been reported. Goodbye, arsehole. Go and create another one. Go on, go create another one. Be wasting your time because I'm going to go to bed in a minute. I'm going to sit here watching you create God knows how many accounts. And that's another screenshot. So another thing with them, yeah, is that let's say they got to create an account, they got to upload this information. They're using a fake email address. They're using a fake identity. They use fake mobile number. So how many accounts have they got creating fake accounts? Mm-hmm. See, John's on. How long has he been on for? 15 minutes. I know they don't get the message. The cat's all right. I came home this morning. Well, yesterday morning, I have to say. And, yeah, she only pooped on the carpet once. Her food bowl and her water bowl was still upright. It hadn't been knocked over, luckily. So that was the problem when I was out, you know, like, I was always thinking about the cat, thinking like, oh God, just think she's knocked her food over in her water. Food ain't too bad, but the water, she'd probably be without water for the next day and a half or something, you know. But I put Velcro at the bottom, so the Velcro would actually stick the container down onto the floor, which she did do. But I've run out of Velcro now, so I need to get some more Velcro from somewhere. I won't be doing any more 2 night ones, I don't think, because it's just like so bloody tiring. You know, the 2 nights I was over there, I didn't get much sleep. It's just like fucking ridiculous, man. You know, if they didn't have that concert thing on Saturday night, which kept me awake most of the night, you know, during the daytime I was yawning like hell. You know, a couple of times when I was sitting on my chair, I was going, and you know, I'm waking myself up thinking, if I keep myself awake until, you know, tonight, 10 o'clock time, I know I'm going to get some sleep. But did I? No. So now I'm home, hopefully I'll get some decent sleep. Even though I'll probably wake up with a stiff neck and a headache like I always do. Even at the bushcraft camp, I woke up with a stiff neck and a banging headache the next morning. But taking ibuprofen, couple of lows, within half an hour, headache's gone, neck ache's practically disappeared. You know, this morning, well, yesterday morning, Monday morning, I could have stayed longer, but I was so damn tired. I thought, I can't deal with another half a day, even a full day, you know. I'm going to just like pack up and come home. So I packed all my gear up, put it in my backpack, and then I just locked up and came home. I left there about 11, between 11 and 12 o'clock, something like that. And the first thing I got done when I got home was got undressed, and then shoved all my clothes in the washing machine because they really did smell of smoke. So I had more bloody fires over there this week than I normally do, you know, because I've been there 2 days and 2 nights. And before they're going to start, oh, I'm going to report you because you left your cat for 2 days and 2 nights. As I keep saying, I've already spoken to Yards Police State, and you can leave a cat or a dog on its own in an environment like mine for 72 hours, as long as they've got plenty of food, drink, and a litter tray. And I didn't even spend 72 hours. I spent probably about 50 hours out, and I was back home this morning. Because I had to, like uploading all the videos and like putting them all together and compressing them. That took 5 hours. Then it took like 2 hours to upload. Then I had to do my other one, the wildlife cam. And although that's a smaller file, for some reason it took longer to upload than your bloody original 3-hour one did. So that took time. And I was doing a live stream on my other channel as well while I was uploading, because you can see it blocky, because it takes a lot of resource when I'm doing my streams. And I'm uploading at the same time. Look at a lazy little cow. Lazy sod. I hope I can sleep well tonight, too. I'll tell you. Mind you, I still need to go out up to Streatham today. I need to get some of that silver like duct tape. I need to get at least 5 or 6 rolls of that damn stuff. And that's £1 each. So I've got to go around. Next time I go there, I've got to put tape all along, like, where to. Like, if I've got a tarp there and a tarp there, and they kind of like overlapping each other, I'm just going to put tape there so it's like sticking them both together. So if the draft does come through, it won't flap against each other. So I've got to do all that inside. And I'd rather have more tape than less tape. So I don't want to keep going up and buying more and more. So I'll probably get 5. Yeah, but that grid of tape's bloody expensive. I'd rather just go and get that silver masking tape stuff. That should do the trick anyway. Well, I'll use that anyway for now, and if it doesn't work out, then I'll probably have to get some Gorilla tape later. But most of it is like nailed down anyway. I use nails. I can't staple them because there's nowhere to. Like, if you've got 2 tarps, let's say, like that, for instance, yeah. So that's top one and that's bottom, yeah. Well, if the bottom, if the top is overlaying the back, there's no way of actually stapling it, because some of it's like, against the wood. So where it's leaning against the wood, I just put like little tacks in, but you still got like little gaps. So it's like that kind of thing. So all what I've got to do is put tape along there, and that should hold it. So it's going to be like blue tarts with silver tape across it. It's going to like look a bit funky-dedic in it in one way. I wish that bloody Poundland was doing those like little fairy lights. So I'd like to have some fairy lights in there, and have them lit up at one night. Make it a little bit more cheery, a bit more crisp. Make it a little bit like Christmassy in one way. No, I've got fairy lights, but they're electric ones. I've never used them. was wondering how to have another hot drink before I go to bed. I had drinking chocolate earlier before I started the stream, thinking, well, if I had that, that might knock me out a bit quicker, but it's not done the trick. I usually say, hello, Leonard. Welcome. I don't really want them that bright, you know. I think just like normal Christmas lights will be all right. So, you know, if they're that bright, or even though when the door's shut at night time, you've only got like the two little windows with like the little cross frame, like I put in, but they're covered down with those like little wooden fencing which you get from Poundland, you know, the ones which are about that tall. So I've got like that kind of like put there. It's more like what are they called? A bit like a shutter kind of thing. The one that side is like completely tied down. The other one I actually undone and like opened up to let the air in before I went to sleep. Then I kind of like tied it back down again. So I do want to get a couple, but you know, there's no big rush for it. No, it got to be like cheap anyway. I don't want to be spending £5 on two. No, it's 10 quid in it. Poundland when they come along, you know, it's only £1 each. They have actually got some fairy lights up at Poundland actually, but they're again £5 each. I think they're electric ones and not battery operated. I'll have a look when I got there today. No, welcome. No, you're welcome, Leonard. There is ways like you can actually modify it. There's a couple on there. One where you actually put the buzzer in. Then there is another video where you can actually put like an on-off switch. So you check that one out. And there was another one which I done a lot of stuff to it. I called it the Frankenstein K2 because like I don't know what I did, but I put a switch and I connected it to the circuit connectors in the what's the name. And as soon as I turned it, when the K2 meter was on, when I flicked the switch, it just kept like flickering up like, you know, musical lights and making some really weird like musical tune. I thought, whoa, this sounds cool. But eventually, over time, the poor Frankenstein K2 broke. I still got it somewhere, but you know, the switches came apart and your on and off button broke. That's a good thing about the K2 meters, yeah. Eventually, after time, these plastic connectors break off. So what I done with one, I just like kind of hot glued it back on, but I didn't use that. But I put a switch on the side. I put two switches actually. I put a switch for the on and off, and another one for the sound. But that K2, I can't bloody well remember what I've done with that one. So yeah, I put like a switch there, which was connected to the on and off switch. So I wouldn't have to keep like pressing that one in because it had already broken out. And I hot glued it in, and I knew it was going to fall off again sometime. So I put a switch in there and connected it up to the on and off switch. Then the other switch I had down below, and that was connected to the Pezio buzzer, which turned on the sound on and off. So when I turned it on, I could flick the switch to have the sound on, or I could flick the switch, you know, the other way around to have the sound off. And the only reason I've done that because I'm not being big-headed, yeah. I've done that modification years and years and years ago, yeah. And no one, I don't think, even knew about putting a sound buzzer in there. And the only thing that got me thinking about that is I was in the cemetery one day, one of the big ones which I went to, past Croydon, and it was a really hot day, and the K2 meter was going off, but I couldn't see the lights flashing properly. And I thought, is that kind of, and I had to turn it to the shade and you see the K2 going off. I thought, I wonder how long that's been going off for. You know, I wonder if there's a possibility that I could put like somehow find there's a way of putting sound on it, and I was able to do it. And that was like 6-7 years ago. The REM pod is, well, to me, the REM pod is generating its own specific EMF energy. A bit like my DC box, which I built myself. And anything that interacts the antenna, the EMF that's going round the antenna, because it's generating its own EMF field. Once that gets interacted, distorted, then, it lights up the REM pod and it sets off the alarm. With this one, it's similar, I suppose. It's similar, but you ain't got the antenna, and this is picking up an EMF field. It's not actually generating it. This one, I believe, is generating it, and vice versa. Sorry, I can't explain anymore because I'm tired now. There are people out there who can explain it a bit better than me, anyway. But I'm glad that the K2 mod helped you out. I think I'll find your YouTube. Yeah, I just found your YouTube channel. Leonard Smith 1. I hope you subscribe to me. I'll even subscribe back to you. No, I'll just subscribe to your channel, bruv. Lenny Shark Dive. Bloody hell, that looks like fucking Jaws. Jaws with a great big white teeth. What's that one? EVP musical. Oh yeah, I don't want to scare you off, yeah, right? But when you're doing stuff in cemeteries, you got to be very snidey and like I thumbed up the K2 response one. EVP visit with LED ball. I'll thumbs all your 4 videos up to help you out. How's that? Even the Lenny Shark Dive. That's got 4 thumbs up now. So for the I can swim with sharks. I can't swim anyway. Yeah, I'll subscribe to you anyway. Trousers ruin up my goddamn backside again. Yeah, if you do a search on the channel, I think it was called Frankenstein K2. But I might have removed it. I'm not sure. Oh, hang on. There's one here. 7 years ago, my K2 4th modification demo, my Frankenstein K2. So if you haven't seen that one, it's an 8-minute video. And there's my, what's the name? So you can see exactly what the K2 meter was doing at the time. I even had a laser light in it as well, would you believe? And what that done is that when the K2 meter started flashing, it also light up the laser grid as well, which is pretty cool. No one's ever done anything like that, bruv. No one. It's only me who's done it. The only thing was I couldn't show people how I'd done it because I didn't want people copying me at the time. But yeah, it was controlled by triple switch, turn it upwards, you get a nice flashing leg. It's supposed to be LED. Multi-colours, press the switch down, you can get a laser pointer, but that turns the K2 off, which I'm trying to fix. So there was another mod when I've got the K2, when it lit up, it'd light up the laser grid as well. But I never recorded that one, I don't think. 7 years ago, before even anyone decided to try and modify the K2 meters. 4 years ago, I update on adding sound to a K2 meter. K2 mod update number 2, now with sound on off switch modes. That was 7 years ago. K2 mod pack, which I had for sale 7 years ago, I had 138 views on that one. Then I had the update on adding sound to a K2 meter 4 years ago, 512. Then the one which was 8 years ago, funny enough, how to modify your K2 for sound the easy way, 8 years ago, 733 views on that one. And then the 7-year one, which was the Frankenstein K2, 147 views. So yeah, I've had a few musical ones, like kind of weird. The ones what you want to listen that for, and it is possible. So I've got them on my SoundCloud somewhere. I had, and I'm not lying to you, yeah, I swear, black and blue, that I had like a metallic kind of voice come through, like a robotic kind of sound. That's what it sounded like, a robotic metallic sound a couple of times. Different times, different periods. I've had singing ones as well. I've had a singing one where it said, "I love you." I remember that one. No, don't lay. If you don't lay down, you can go out. I'm not picking up, not stroking you up. Go away. But with cemeteries, yeah, you got to be a bit careful because sometimes they will, my local one, I was doing some videoing around now, and one of the groundsmen come up to me. He goes, "What are you doing?" I said, "Just videoing." He goes, "No, you're not allowed to do that." I said, "Why not?" He goes, "Identity theft." I said, "Don't be silly, mate. I'm just taking videos. I'm just like, doing a hobby." He goes, "It don't matter." He goes, "How do we know that you're not taking those videos to go and do some kind of identity theft, like, making a new fake passport or a driving license or something for someone who's not long, gone like deceased?" So I had to stop fucking videoing in that one. But there are cemeteries, if you go up to, like, the one at Putney Common. There's that bloody fly again. Putney Common, there's a big cemetery up there, and it's got some famous people in there. Fuck. That demon fly again. I will get you, fly. I hate it because it keeps buzzing around in my ear. Putney Common, I went in there, and I went to the main office. I said, "Excuse me, is it okay if I do some photos and videoing of the cemetery, of the headstone?" She goes, "Yeah, knock yourself out." I said, "Could I put it on my YouTube channel?" She goes, "Yeah, we don't mind. You give us a little bit more recognition and a bit of free advertisement for people to come and visit." I'll have to, if I remember, I'll usually keep my PC on overnight. If I remember, I'll watch your channel again. Fuck off, fly. Yeah, I've got your page up, so during the daytime, I'll watch the videos. If I remember, I'll leave a comment. I keep thinking I'm hitting it, but it's too freaking fast. I tell you, you make me smack my TV fly, you are gonna perish so quickly. I'm gonna do something that no one probably expect me to do. It's upsetting the cat as well. She can see it. Fucking flies. Don't know where they're coming from. Missed it again. That's why I'm just using. So quick this flies, I'll tell you. It's bugging me, I'll tell you, man. Land somewhere, you fucker, so I can get up and slap you on. I don't know where it's come from. If I had bloody one of those squatters, I'd probably get it a lot quicker and easier. Did I get it? I don't know if I got it that time, if it did. Oh, I've fallen down the back of the PC, it probably just knocked it out. It'll be back. I don't think I've killed it. Oh, the cat, that's Tammy. Tammy the cat, a pain in the butt. Supposed to help, with people who's got stress and anxiety and depression. This one gives me more fucking stress, anxiety, depression. Little shells. Right, just bear with me. I'm just going to make one more quick drink. Then I'm off to bed after. Keep an eye on the old trolls. Kick their asses. Back in 2 minutes. It's all burning. Oh, God. Tell you another thing what you want to do, yeah, Leonard. I don't know if you've done it already, but check out my Jordan's Wood, right, videos. I'll tell you, they're crazy. Like, full-blown apparitions with a night vision camera. They were sort of with your own eyes. The camera picked them up, yeah. Now, going to locations where you think that there might be no activity. Oh, the fucking fly's back. Oh, shit, man. What is it with this fucking fly? I can't get rid of the damn thing. Missed it again. That time was a complete miss. She likes coming over near the fucking TV all the time. Yeah, go to like places like woods. I'll tell you, you'll get some crazy stuff over there. Because, like, you know, how many people lived out in the woodlands years and years ago? You know, especially like, you know, oh, you can't. You went in my fucking face. You know, before the 18th, 19th century, he wants to land, but he keeps bothering me. He's going right in my ear and buzzing in my ear. I'm sure I got him that time. But I don't think I did. I'm not seeing his body. I saw him crawling along there just then. Gave him another whack. But this time he's gone down the back of the PC. Oh, hang on. Got the fucker. No, I haven't. That's a different one. That's a different one. Where these fucking flies coming from, man? I don't know where these flies coming from. If you want, you can PM the picture. I'm too bothered with this fucking fly at the moment. It really pissed me off. It keeps buzzing around the back of me now. Got a cold spot right near me. I don't know where they're coming from. Get away from my coffee, you little shit. Oh, I wish I had one of them fucking like displays that knocks them out straight away. Do my ears in, I'll tell you, man. If I hit that TV too hard, I'm going to break the TV. I can't afford to break another one. I broke my other one the other day just by looking for a cable at the back of it, and the monitor just went, smashed the screen up. Replace that one's 140 quid. I've got the 2 pictures of the fairy lights. Yeah, see, right. Another fake fucking Steve Morgan's on Facebook. Well, that's going to be reported. I told you people do that. As soon as I mentioned it tonight, they went and done it. Now look. They must have time on their hands to keep fucking doing shit like this. Yeah, I see that. I definitely see that. Looks like long hair, mouth, an eye up here. Possibly part of his nose. I don't want to scare you, but to me, not saying it is, but to me, it looks like some scruffy old hobo. Like with kind of like scraggly, rough hair. See, why didn't that get taken down? No, it did get taken down. But why do I still see the message? Right, that one's been blocked. This fly really do me in. See, like, I just reported it and it said, we'll let you know when we received the profile to report for pretending to be someone and not. If it goes against the policy, community, so that should be removed soon. God, this fly's giving me a fucking headache. I need to get rid of it somehow, but it's not staying in one place now. It knows that I'm after it. There's more keep going behind here. You know, the window's open, but you can't get out. Let me see if I can pull the curtain up so we can fly outside. Put that up there. Hopefully I might fly near the curtain. Bugger off. Slide the curtain down. I'll tell you, it's the first time a fly has given me a goddamn headache. And it has given me a headache. That's 2 flies. I just found another dead fly, which I just chucked out the window. Don't know where they're coming from. Maybe I dropped a bit of food somewhere and fly laid some eggs and rebirthed a new couple of flies. I don't know. Look, I've opened the fucking window for you. Piss off. Fucking fly. You know what's more annoying to me right now is this damn bloody fly than trolls. I will get you, you sucker. Won't land on the screen there because it knows I'm going to bash it. Keeps coming over this way, but it's going further up. Not on the screen there. Which is good in one way, because that way I ain't going to worry about the screen being broken. Know what I'm going to do. I'm not saying it's going to work. I'm going to cover my coffee up. Right, come on, you bastard. Choke on some fucking air freshener. So it keeps going past the monitor, but it won't land on the monitor now. Landed on the mirror and I've got it on the mirror, but it's still flying around. Maybe like choke the bastard thing to death. Ah, I see it. I see it. Oh, you cunt. It was sitting right at the bottom of the door just then. Twice it went over to that door. Just back and whack it, it fucking flies off again. I've got to get it because it's just going to ignore me. It's going to really cause me headaches and it's going to piss me off, I tell you. I just don't know why I can't even go out in the fucking hallway. Wouldn't mind so much if it goes in the hallway. There's one poxy fly. I think this fly must be fucking intelligent or something, man. It keeps buzzing right around near me. They are, Tammy. They're fucking annoying. It's doing my head in. I've got such a headache because it keeps buzzing. No, the worst one wasn't a fly. It was an earwig that I found on my bed at this bushcraft camp. I was just like sorting things out. And I saw something toddling over. I thought it was a spider. And normally, if you hit the spider, it dies practically instantly. But this just kept moving. I tapped it a couple of times. It still kept moving. I grabbed it. It was a fucking earwig. And I threw it on the floor and stamped on it. I still missed the damn thing. But as long as it was on the floor, not on my bed, them get in your ears. They bloody drive you crazy, they do. Apparently, if an earwig gets in your ear, it can chew your brain away. And it drives you insane. It drives you crazy. Go well, you little fuckhead. Can't hear it at the moment. Maybe it's gone out the window. I hope. So I've gone out the window, or gone in the hallway, or it's landed and decided to give me a break. I'll tell you, that's been buzzing in my ear for half an hour. That is like one of the worst tortures I've ever had. You know when the Japanese done the water torture, dripped on your head? Jesus, man. You know, just thinking about having that done to you, I think this could be worse. Being locked in a room with flies buzzing around. That definitely send me fucking crazy. Water torture probably still would, but I think it'd probably be less likely that a water torture would drive me insane quicker than the bloody fly. I just hope it's gone. You watch 10 minutes later. Fucking things. Amount of times I've hit it though. You watch it gone out and called all its buddies. I'll have a fucking room full of flies. I'll be running in the hallway, shutting the door, shouting out, "Sorry guys, I'm not streaming anymore. The streaming run, but I won't be there. I'll have to sleep in the bathtub tonight. Hopefully they've all gone in the morning." Right, so anyway, for my plans, I hope to go up there again Thursday or Friday, but I'm only spending one night up there, and probably come home like later in the afternoon. So it'll be all day, either Thursday or Friday. Let's say if I go up there Friday, I'll be up there all day Friday from early hours like 6, 7 o'clock, or 7 o'clock Friday, all the way through the day, through the night, and then Saturday it'll be like either half day or 3/4 of the day. Could be early morning, depends on how much bloody sleep I get. But I'm hoping to purchase a pillow, one of those like small cushion type ones. See if that helps. If I had a couple of new clean cushion covers, I would have used the ones I've got over there, but I ain't got a clean one. I've got to keep like taking that one out, washing it, and putting it back on. I've got a blow up mattress there, but I mean a blow up pillow, but I don't need that because the mattress I'm using is a blow up and that's got a built-in pillow to it anyway. I know I've got two small cushions over there behind the big one. So this one might be alright. Mind you, I think I've not long washed this one. So I might probably take this one up with me. Yeah, but then I got one for the back of the bed. Oh yes, I have one down here, smaller one. It's got no cushion thing on it. I'll probably take that one up. So I've got this one as well, but that's a bit too hard. See, the thing is, with my bed, because I fidget so much, the mattress keeps sliding down. And because it slides down so far, I got so fed up with it, I kept putting cushions behind it. Right. Just put that there for now. Okay. So I'm going to take that up with me. At least I ain't got to buy one. Hopefully, I can use that as a pillow. Because I've got two of these ones, but look how flat that is. That is so old, that one. That fucking flies back again. Went just over there where cat is. Sniffed her arse. I told you the fly would be back. It must have went in the hallway. Now it's back again. Bloody thing. I've got to get rid of it because otherwise it's just going to pester me all night long. And I ain't going to get much sleep. Yeah, but just like, back at the cabin, the shelter, my bush type camp. Well, I'm not getting much sleep. Why can't you chase it and grab it and eat it? Give a bit of protein. No, can't do that, can you? So yeah, like I'll probably take that one up with me and just like wrap it up in a bin liner every time I come home, so it don't get wet and damp. See, they do little cushions up at Poundland, but they're not a Poundland, like £5 each, and they're a little bit more thicker. And to me, that probably won't be no good for my neck because I really do get stiff necks. If I can't get comfortable enough on a pillow, even that one now. No, my son bought me two of them, and I thought they would help because they're supposed to be like memory foam, but I still keep getting stiff necks, and it's not actually going down and keeping the actual impression of my neck when it does get kind of like comfortable. Just keeps like popping up again. So how can it be memory foam if it keeps popping up? So well, I ain't got to buy a cushion. I'll probably buy another pillow at some stage and make sure it is bloody memory foam. If it ain't, it'll be going back, I tell you. So I need something that I can put my head down and I can like rest my neck without it keep hurting. I've got one of those neck rests over as well. One of these beanbag things. But they don't even help. I tried that a couple of times and it's just like too rattly. Just listen. just fucking like ridiculous, man. I want something which is soft and not rattly. More like, you know, like a proper cushion, a neck cushion. No, I've tried that several times actually. It's still been no good. What time is it? Going to bed in the cat. It's 2 o'clock. I think flies are more attracted to the light, aren't they? And sometimes rotten food. And cats stink. Cats poop. But where it's come from, I don't know. It's probably coming from outside somewhere when I was cooking my dinner earlier. So I had egg, bacon, sausage and mushrooms, which I've been taking up at the bushcraft and not cooking. I've been bringing it back, sticking back in the fridge. And I took up again on Saturday and I still didn't cook it. So I thought, well, what, you know, today when I got home, I put it back in the fridge. My stomach was rumbling. I thought, well, what can I cook? Still got two or three chicken wing bits. Fuck off. Went straight past my head again. So the window's open. It went past my head. Maybe it gone out the window this time. I don't know. But it could have done like kamikaze. Oh, I don't know. I don't know why people watch me when I do live streams. Gotta be fucking crazy to watch me. It's not paranormal, is it really? Although I had some kind of like spooky experiences at the bushcraft. But when I go up there next time, it'll only be one night. Because now, you know, the longer day times are getting shorter now, isn't it? And it's getting darker earlier. And when it gets dark, you can't really do nothing, you know. You can't walk around in the woods because there's so much overgrown bramble, pricklies, spot, what I called stinging nettles and stuff like that. If you trip over, you know, I could impale myself in a branch or something, you know. And if I've got a bloody head torch on, you know, you can still trip over. I need one of those really bright torches, the ones that illuminates, you know, at a different. I did buy one off Amazon last week actually, but it's just like one that you pull the actual lens back and forwards. And I left it up with the bushcraft, which I believe, but it's not that brilliant. On one which is like really, really bright. I've seen a few on YouTube advertisements. I've had a look at them, but the price can be bloody expensive. You know, the ones that really illuminate, you know, and like you can see like the end of the road, which is like a quarter-mile away, and it still lights up all the way down the bottom. About 30 odd quid, you know. Money I can't spend at the moment. Because I'll tell you what I just bought on Amazon, shall I? And, you know, I can't buy nothing else because my money is practically zero again. I've got enough money to keep me in food and until my next payment next month. And that's it. I can't buy nothing else. I didn't need to buy it, but I bought like a little nature market bird nest because there's some really nice birds over there, which I saw. I saw like a yellow. It looked like a bit like a canary or a budgie in one way. And we used to have loads of them over at Mitcham Common at one time, but they suddenly disappeared. But I have actually seen a couple over where I am. So I thought, well, if I put a bird's nest up, maybe a bird might actually like come and like nest in it, so I can just watch it. So I bought like a little nature bird hotel / nest, which was £7.10. My daughter kept saying about getting a power bank. Now, I've got a small one, but it's not really good. It wouldn't even fucking charge up my phone the other day when my battery was going flat. So, and that's only from Poundland shit. So I ordered a battery power bank, which was £15.95. Now, my kettle, which I've got up there, the plastic around the handle is like burnt away, and I've got to keep using a piece of like branch to lift it up, or some paper to pick it up, because the handle gets really red hot. So that, I've kind of like thought, well, get a new kettle. So I've ordered a new kettle for my bushcraft. That is £10.25. I had to order some memory cards as well, so I keep losing them. So I ordered 3 memory cards. That came to £10.77. That's 3 times 32 gig. And then I ordered myself a Sunmere lightweight mummy sleeping bag. It's not for mummies. It's like adults. But not for people, women, or otherwise be going back. I think it's for women, actually. Shit. But it's waterproof anyway. I think I've ordered the wrong one. And I can't cancel it. It's got a carrier bag. Sleeping bag, 200 grams. It's waterproof. 2 times 200 gram water resistance and perfect. It's perfect for 4 seasons. Now, when it gets here, I'll just like open it up and get inside and see if I can fit into it. If not, I'll just send it back. I sent a pair of shorts back, and guess what? I still got no refund. I ordered them on the 5th. Can't remember exactly when I got them. I think I got them on the 12th. I sent them back last week. And they said, 5 to 6 days. It's been 5 to 6 days. It's been over a week. I still got no refund on them. They were 15 quid. So I brought a complaint in to the seller. Rechargeable torch. Yeah, that's what I want. The USB rechargeable one. Chargeable. On me. See that like there's luminous. It's all down to the luminous in it for the actual flashlight. There's 3,000 luminous, 2,000 luminous. But the one I was looking at, because it was on one of those damn adverts that came through on YouTube, and it was really bright. You shot it up in the air, you could probably fucking see aeroplanes and UFOs flying by. They probably thought it was like some kind of like SOS or something, because really, really bright, really powerful. But there's like 40, 45, 50 quid. So I don't want like one of those big handheld ones, I want like a proper like little flashlight, portable one. As I say, it's all down to cash, you know. It's all bloody expense. And some of the torches you don't even get the batteries for. You've got to buy the batteries separately. How much was my one anyway, which I paid for? So the one I bought, you know, was only £7. And you got like a little zoom pull button. And it ain't that bright. I thought it was going to be very bright, but it's not. I mean, what happened there? Come on. Yeah, let us know where you order it and let us know what kind of torch it is. Because that's the one I ordered. You know, I've left it up in the shelter. I don't think I bought it home. Couldn't, you know, I emptied my backpack and I don't think it's there. But I think it's all down to like the luminous. Like that one's only like 2,000, I think. But you know, you've got ones which are like 3,000, 4,000. There's one 3,000 luminous. Get 2 torches for £21. There's another one here. Bright 350 lumen, 3 mode, tunable. So they're just tunable, tunable, like the one I've got. Yeah, that's similar to the one I've got. You pull the what's the name out, don't you? Some of them you click it down, like you turn it on, and you click it once, twice, 3, 4. That's similar to what I've got. It's not that bright. Old one, which is really powerful. The ones that they show on some of the advertisements. So there's one here that actually illuminates 135 meters. That's £64. So I think I would need something like this, but it's like £48, £49. That's one I'd probably want. Got his own rechargeable battery at £48. It's probably like, you know, other one's cheaper than that, but you know, you're still, you know, for a really super bright one, you're still going to be paying like 20, 30 quid. So there's another one, 6,000 luminous. Flashlight, powerful USB charging, power torch, 5 modes, waterproof. But again, it's zoomable. Well, I think they're all zoomable, aren't they? And that one's like 25 quid, 30 quid. There's a 5,000 luminous. That's 25. That one there is 20. So I don't want those like big chunky handled ones. Like this one is 7,000 luminous, £29. That's too. Can't do that one. Might be able to do it that way. Yeah, I can do it that way. There's that one, which is like 30 quid. But that's the type of ones I don't really like. Big handheld portable ones. I want like a little kind of flashlight kind of thing. What are you doing there? Come on, you out. Hey, come on out. Move. Don't make a mess down there. Don't shut on the floor, which I know you'll do. Alright, get the cat out. Not seen that fly for the last few minutes, luckily. It's still around. As soon as I turn the light off, it'll disappear. Won't bother me. It'll probably go and land and sleep for the night. I think flies sleep at night time, don't they? Oh, I don't know. But yeah, I wouldn't like one of those ones. It's too bulky. Takes up too much room in the backpack. So I think the torch I bought was like normal battery we can put. No, actually this one's a single battery, my one. I'd put 3 batteries in my one. See, sometimes like you get like little different amount of things added on. You know, you get like a case and stuff like that. I want to. It's nice to have the case and everything, yeah, but you know, I'll just take the flashlight and stick it in the bag. Leave the case at home. So I think what the ones that I'm looking at more probably would be this one. This one ain't too bad. It's like 15 quid. Hello, Angela. You're late, girl. I'm going soon. So that one ain't too bad. That one's 14.89. No, 14.88. So I'd go for something like that, but you know, it's just the cost. And again, it's like one of those ones you bring the lens up and down. I want one which you actually flick to the different settings. I just have to wait until I see the next video on flashlights, I suppose. See, when I'm in the shelter and I'm like in my sleeping bag, I tend to like have like a little head torch turned on, hanging down. I've got these like little £1 bloody lanterns from Poundland. I have one of those on. like 4 o'clock in the morning, I decided, because I couldn't sleep properly, I turned it off. I thought, let's see how dark it is in here. And it was bloody darker in my shelter than it was outside. Oh, holy crap, man. I'll probably just have to wait until like I'll get another advertisement come through on YouTube and see what the torches are. Because I know usually they say like click on the link and get 50%. Well, when you click on the link and you see the 50%, if you actually copy the name and put it through eBay, you usually see the same thing, which is even cheaper than the 50%. That torch would be okay for what I need for at the moment, because I don't do a lot of walking around, at night time, especially where I am. Too fucking scared to be honest with you. Might get some, as I keep saying, half-clay accident walking around, or a rabid creature, or a zombie might, be lurking around, and all you want to do is like shine that in their face, they'd be chasing you. You couldn't really turn off because you've been running in front, trying to find out the quickest route out of there. See, when I turn mine on at low, you see like a little square. It's like that on the wall, and you can see, the little LEDs where it's lighting up. But as soon as you like open it up to zoom in, it gets rid of that little square, and it like turns into a proper like flashlight. See, there's one which is 7,000 luminous, but again, it's like one of those chunky handheld ones. No, a decent flashlight's going to cost you money anyway. I want something which is so bright that if someone jumps out in front of me, it fucking instantly blind them for like, good enough a long time for me to get away from them. I think it's more the tactical ones that are the one I'm looking at, but there's so many different tactical ones. Like there's one here, 3,000 to 10,000 aluminum. Yeah, this is the one I need. Something like this. Yeah, this one would do. This one is what I need. Let me add that to the list. But it's like $26.99. Yeah, I've seen that one. $18.99. So the one I just posted, look how zoomed, like 3,000 to 10,000 lume high power LED waterproof. That's what I need. But I just don't have the money for one right now. And there's they've got plenty in stock. They've got 30 in stock. So that's a 25 watt one. But a 50 watt one is $29.99. So it's a little bit more. But you get the battery with it, you get a little case, you get your USB cable. And that is definitely the one I would probably need. So if you do that, and then you go on eBay, and you click on and paste one of those on eBay, like the 25 watt XL-M-L2. They got them even cheaper on eBay, like you're talking about 17 quid, £18. But that's without battery. Like £13.98 without battery. L25 with battery. Now you can get one for $15.98 on the eBay. But the thing is, it takes a week to freaking well get you. I'm one of the people that if I'm going to buy something, I want it now. So you can get them as low as like 14 quid. So you can buy them without batteries for £11, but you need a bloody battery. What's the point of buying it without the battery? What I'll do is what's the cheapest one? $14.69 with battery. So that's the L20 L2. Yeah, L2. That's a 25 watt one. What I do is I'll put a watch on that one on eBay. That's a 25 watt one. For some reason it doesn't want to watch. Oh, I want to watch. Maybe I've got too many things in my watch list. Let's remove some stuff from the watch list. I've got a lot of stuff on my watch list, man. Too much. Right, come on. Still not watching. Right, let me watch it. Click that one. I'll start deleting other stuff on my watch list, I think. So I've got like over 7 pages of watch items on eBay. Still don't let me fucking watch it. Let's just keep deleting everything. Can't afford a new CCTV until the new year, so I might as well just delete all those. Okay, we're still on 7 pages. I'd like to know how many stuff I've got. I'm just deleting everything I get. Don't need all the electric stuff on watch anymore, so I've stopped doing electronics for now. Let's get in there. 6 pages now. So I must have had about 12 pages of watch stuff. Oh, I did save it. Oh, I did it. Tactical. Yeah, it did save it. Stupid bloody thing. Right, let's put the 50 watt one. The 50 watt one. 20 quid. Well, actually, a 20 watt one, a 50 watt one, $27.99 on Amazon, or $18.99 on eBay. And if I order, let's say I'd like 20 quid to spend right now, yeah, which I don't. And if someone like to fucking send it through Super Chat, I won't get it till I've reached my goal, which is going to take months. And PayPal takes like, a third of it as well. So let's say I had the money right today, and I ordered it. It'd be here between Thursday and Friday of this week, and that's the P70. I'll show you the one I'm talking about. Hello, Kyle. How's it going, bruv? So that's the one I'm looking at on eBay right now. Yeah. But on Amazon, it's like $27.99, while on eBay, it is $18.99. So it's like £10 cheaper. But I don't have the funds to have that one at the moment. But, it's always good to have, I suppose, one of those torches. My other one might be okay for now. But I was thinking of going down the coast one day, if I can afford it, in the new year, and spend the day down there and camp out somewhere. I'm also hoping to go down to my sister's within the next month or two and contact Bev Bavin, the one who paid for my computer, and a couple of other bits she donated towards get her down there to do an investigation. I suppose I had that done like fucking 3 years ago. Last year she was too busy working and having family situations, so that was a blowout. But this year I've had too many problems trying to. Well, I said to her, like, once the court's been over and done with, but that ain't happening till next year. How much is that one? Well, it's like 2 football fields, 820 feet. Post the link in here. Let's have a look. Yeah, the only thing is though, with those cold, I wouldn't be using it for 4 hours. I wouldn't want to be out in the dark for 4 hours. Every time I turn the light on, I'll probably see like peeking red bloody shot eyes, peering at me. As it is, it's scary enough being down at the old bushcraft time to time. Like, yesterday, well, Sunday, Sunday night, I don't know what the hell it was, but it's like a metallic kind of scratching noise. I just couldn't figure out what it was. I know there's like a metal sheet outside where my head is behind the wooden wall, but I kept hearing it, and it's like coming from all different directions, like that side, outside the shelter, behind me, beside me, even near the bloody door, I could hear it. Then I heard 2 voices, a female and a male voice. And the male voice, I definitely heard it say, the chair. Now, I don't know if I was videoing at the time, so I can't remember, but I definitely heard a male voice say, the chair. And if you watch my videos, I know it's like 3 hours long, but if you like fast forward it to the night shot one, you could see, like, I was hearing things. I know there's ponies there, and they were probably, I had them gallop, something spooked them to make them gallop. So there was something going on outside, I even thought I heard the sound of like something scratching on the wall, scratching on wood. I heard a female voice. What that said, I don't know. But then half an hour later, I heard the male voice saying, the chair. There was an owl that kept tweeting, and I kept repeating it. This was like, just as it's getting dark around about 9 o'clock. There's an owl going, and I kept doing it directly after he done it. I'd done it, and he kept doing it. Then suddenly, it kind of like sounded distant. If he like probably flew off and got fed up with me doing it, thinking like I was a female or a male, trying to attract it. Then it stopped for a little while, and about 15 minutes later, I heard him again, or her again, and I started repeating myself when suddenly he just stopped completely. That was quite funny. But yeah, there's definitely owls over there. I was going to do. I want to do the live stream down here, a bit of a ghost hunt, but it's just too creepy as it is, being there in the dark. If I was to do one with all the lights out, I guarantee you I'd be shitting my pants. I tell you, I really would. Ain't just doing a ghost box or, even no ghost box, but just a K2 meter. I'm pretty sure I'd open some fucking portal over there and bring in some spirit who's going to come in and reside and stay there and creep me out every time I go over and spend a night. I've you got to think of it. Yeah, you got kind of like, well, you don't have to, but I should deserve some credit and congratulations for what I've done, because I've always said that I'm scared of the dark. You know, even in here sometimes when it's pitch black. Like the other week, that there is like little street lamps outside. That went out, and this whole room kind of went dark, and I thought, holy shit, you know. And I just threw the blanket over me. I know putting a blanket over there makes you even more darker, which is a bit weird, but I felt a bit more safer and secure with a blanket over me. But when you're out in the, you know, when you're in a pitch black room or outside, you know, I've always been scared of that. And not twice, but 3 times now I've been down there. First time I spent the night over there, weren't too bad, bit creepy. Second time, again, one night, same as the first time, you know, a bit creepy, you know. But this time, I spent 2 nights over there. 2, not 1, 2. And the creepiest night was Sunday night. So I just could not understand where that metallic noise was coming from. I was hearing scraping, I was hearing banging, knocking from somewhere. And this is like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. Now, I definitely heard voices. I don't know if I got them on video. No, I don't think I did actually. But I know when I was doing the live stream over there, I did say I wasn't going to do one on Sunday, but I did. But even on the night vision camera, before, you know, I even went to bed, you know, I'm talking about 9 o'clock. It's practically dark outside, you know. 9:30, it's pitch black. You open the door, you can't even see your hand in front of your face, you know. If you put your hand out like that, that's how dark it was, you know. If you look on the ground, you can't even see the fucking ground. That's why I didn't like going out, you know, to go for a pee. If I went to go for a pee, I had a bucket, and I'd sometimes pee in the bucket. Then I'd open the door and throw the pee out, which I did do on Sunday. But when was it? I think it was Sunday night, just before I went to sleep. I did go out, and it's just getting like dark, and the night camera, the wildlife camera, caught me going along, and I didn't think it would catch me, and I'm standing here taking the lead, and you can just see the outline of me just standing there. And to, you know, when I saw that, I thought, what the fuck's that? There's a person standing there. And like just going back on the actual wildlife cam clip before that one, you can see me walking, because the wildlife cam only catches like your couple of seconds, so you can see me there 1 second, and the next shot is me just standing there taking a leak, and that was in the fucking dark. And like I didn't have a flashlight or anything with me, and like where I am, there's so much bramble, so much overgrowth, so many stingers, so many prickly bushes there. You know, you go out there without a decent torch, you'll be screwed. You'll be tripping over. You'll be lucky if you don't impale yourself in a branch. And I nearly impaled myself during the daytime with a bloody bush. A twig caught me just there. A little bit further, would have took my eye out. So that's why I need a more powerful light, you know. But I didn't use the new one, so I forgot all about that one, but it's not that bright. Right, let's catch up on chat. I'm not, as you can see, I'm not on StreamYard tonight. Yeah, I looked at that one. But I think the one I showed is like a lot more powerful. I'll actually like save that one. I think it might be similar to the one actually. We're just looking at the video. Yeah, that is fucking bright, man. That is frigging bright. I might get one of those ones actually. I've saved it. Thank you for that, Tommy. I've actually saved it. No, as I said, like if I had the money, I'd buy it tonight. I'll have it by Wednesday. But I just don't have the funds now because I've just spent out like another 50 quid on bits and pieces. I bought that sleeping bag which says for mummies, so I'm thinking, wait a minute, that might not be big enough for me. It might be too small, so that probably end up going back. I bought that kettle. What else did I buy? That little bird house thing, because I want to see what kind of like birds might be flying around. So yeah, I bought the little market. No, I'll show you what I've bought. Can't screen share it, but I'll show you. Something just moved behind me and you want the cat. So that's the bird thing. That's $6.98. I actually want to build one myself actually, but it ain't going to be that good. I've ordered myself a 25,800 milliamp portable charger, 2019 fashion design, high capacity external battery. So I bought one of those because my battery on my phone was really dying down on Sunday. I only just had enough for it to turn on, check the old bus timetables. So there's that one. I had to buy myself a new kettle. So my other one I've got to keep using paper to pick it up with, so I won't burn my hands. So that's the new kettle. Memory cards I ain't worried about. And the sleeping mat was 20 quid. But it says summer lightweight mummy sleeping bag. So, the pictures on this one, it does actually show you a woman inside it. But she looks like she's got plenty of room. So I'm hoping that it might be okay for me as well. If not, I'll just have to send it back and get a replacement one. But this one is like water resistant, windproof, and it can take the temperature from +5 degrees to -5 degrees. So hopefully that might be okay for me. If not, so I'll have to take it, but send it back. That's it. You scare me even more, fucking Uric. A lot more activity at my cabin. I think like some of my spirit, like my guides go up there, and like my dad, Abby, Tina, they go up there keeping an eye on me sometimes, I suppose. I took one of my little clown fluffy dolls up there. Left that up there, named it Dexter after that boy, spirit that idea. He's up there keeping an eye on the old cabin. I did have a little Irish one, but fuck knows what I've done with that. It's probably still stuck on the shelf underneath all the tarps. Well, it's not on the shelf, stuck on one of the wooden beams. I didn't even bother taking it apart to find it, but yeah, it's probably up there somewhere. I'll tell you, Carl, although it's pitch black up there, yeah, I'm pretty sure that, there's a few people that walk past there and might know that my cabin's there. If they see like a light peering through the window, they'll probably creep up and try to scare me even more. Like on my camera, yeah, on the first night vision, on the night camera, when I was like doing the video up there, I heard something outside, yeah. And if you watch the video, I'm saying, "Who's that there?" I'm sitting there listening, and I said something like, "You're trespassing." I said, "I've got a shotgun here. You're on private land." I said, there's CCTV cameras all around here watching you. And not only that, there's another security guard who's actually got an eye on me. So if I get into any trouble, he'll be calling the police and the police will be around, so you better scarp her. And I thought, what a fucking idiot. It's just probably one of the horses, but, you just don't know what fucking is out there. I know it's only like about half an acre to an acre, a little bit of woodland I'm in, but you've got the main woodlands behind me as well. And you just don't know who the fucking hell could be outside, Could be some mad, crazed axeman walking around, escaped from a nearby lunatic, if there's any lunatic asylums still around where my camp is, which I don't think there is, but, never know. Some old geezer probably had it out with his wife and thought, right, fuck it, I'm going to go out and take revenge on some poor bastard. I'll take an axe with me. Or you can have like a rabid animal. Might want to try to claw its way in and attack me and eat me. Or even a zombie, there could be a zombie. You just don't know. I know, I'm being stupid and it's just more entertainment for you guys when I say it, make you think, oh, Steve, you fucking idiot. But, it's just more of a fun and joke kind of thing. But it's all right for making fun and jokes, you don't know who could be out there at that time of night. I'll be honest with you, Rick. Yeah, I am starting to feel a little bit more kind of like at ease being over there. So I never thought I'd ever do it. Like building bushcraft is one thing. Building like shelter, cabin, hut, or whatever you want to call it. But confronting my fear and being out there, in the dark woods, not knowing what is prowling around, is something that I've now done and confronted, and it's kind of like lighting that fear at me a little bit, although it's still scary up there. I do still feel scared up there, but at least I'm in an enclosed boxed room, you could call it, with a door which has got a chain and a bolt on. I'm not saying that if there is a fucking crazed axeman out there, you can like chop the door down or just put a foot through the door and like keep the door open. I've got like 2 axes. I've got like a mini pick. I've got like 5 saws up there. I've got 3 hammers up there. Actually, I brought one of the hammers back. Got so many tools up there. Some of them in the hidden little compartment under the bed bench, but some of them are just like in that new storage bit that I'm building. Cutting that axes. But I always had my axe and my heavy log splitting axe right next to me, and I even had like the little mini pick with me as well. So if anyone did break through the door, I'd grab the nearest thing, fucking throw it at him. Second thing, throw it at him, and like that should deter him out the door a little bit. And I still have one left, then I can run to get the swords and start slicing around with the swords. Now I've got the machete, which is in the bed thick at the bottom, but then that means I've got to like take about 2 minutes digging it all out and trying to get the damn thing. And the machete is blunt as hell, and it's a new bloody machete. I thought it would have came through, like being sharp, but when I used it, it wouldn't even fucking cut a bramble or a twig or nothing, completely blunt as hell. So I've got to sharpen that damn thing up. Oh, I'll tell you, you saying that right, yeah. I was watching a bit of my video, especially the nighttime one, yeah, where I'm sitting there at the fire. And if you look at the back of me, I think it's on the first one. I can't remember, because the second one was only a small nighttime one. Because the second video of the nighttime, which is all built into one video anyway, but the second time was the night one. I did like a couple of minutes, then the battery went off, so I had to replace the battery. I turned it on, and I started talking, but then I had to adjust the camera because the camera was like facing down towards me groin. So I went to lift it, but somehow I actually paused it, not knowing I paused it. And there's me talking for about half an hour in the camera. Then I realised the camera little red recorder wasn't fucking recording. I thought, shit. So I was talking in the bloody camera for half an hour until I realised it wasn't recording. So I said, sod it, I just realised that it wasn't recording. Spoken about half hour, sod it, here's a quick update. This might be the last video clip for today, for the session. If I do one in the morning, there'd be another part. If not, then this is, the end of the video. And, there'll be a new video next week when I do another visit up here. But on the first one, which I think is about 20 minutes long, I'm sitting there at the barbecue, and that's where I was hearing that like noise, and I was saying like, about me with a shotgun and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, it really looked like there's something behind me on the actual tarp. Probably my imagination. If you see it, let me know. But it was on the nighttime one. Can't remember exactly what the timestamp was. Where was the video? That's the what's the name one. So I think the nighttime. No, hang on, that's the wrong video. That's me showing you the new backpack I've got. Right, hang on. So this, if you click here, that should actually send you to the video and give you the timestamp of when it starts going nighttime on the camera. Yeah, it does. So from there, you hear me fucking talking about, me with a shotgun and shit like that. But at the back, I'm sure I could see something on the tarp at the back. But I could be wrong. But I've tarped all inside, trying to keep the rain out and all the spiders. Because before I tarped it all inside, I was getting so many bloody spider webs in there. I had to keep getting sticks and pulling the spider webs down and either throwing the stick out or putting in the fire. I think I know when the spiders lay the eggs, you get like a little white egg sac. I probably got rid of about 6 of those over the last couple of times I've been there. But yeah, see what you can see there, because it goes on for about 20 minutes, half hour, something like that. You can see me blowing into my little plastic pipe, keeping the fire up and running. See, the thing is, right, I know it's like 3 o'clock. Jesus, man, I'm going to have to go soon. The thing is, right, when I keep saying, I'm afraid that someone might, know that I'm there and might come over and start trying to cause me problems. You need light. Because otherwise, when I did turn the light off inside, it's bloody more darker inside my shelter than it was outside, which is really weird. Because I still got the 2 little windows, which still should have brought in a little bit of light, but because we've only got quarter moon, you ain't got the moonlight coming down and bringing that little bit of light into the shelter. But as soon as I turned that light off last night, Sunday night, Monday morning, it was like 4 o'clock, 3:30, 4 o'clock. And I thought, I ain't got the headlight one on, I've got this little kind of plastic lantern one on, which ain't that bright anyway, but it's enough to give me some light in the shelter. I could see the door anyway. And I thought, let me try something. I just closed it off. And I'll tell you, it was pitch black. I couldn't see my hand in front of my face. I thought, holy shit. But I kept it off to see if I could get back, if it helped me to get sleep quicker, but it didn't. I can't remember if I turned it back on or not, actually. But I got woken up several times with weird noises. I know the video's 3 hours long. You can watch it bit by bit if you like, but there's some really weird, crazy shit going on. See, I've got to kind of do this, confront my fear. I've been up in an aeroplane, yeah. I've been on an aeroplane, but that still hasn't confronted my fear. I've been up in the aeroplane 4 or 5 times, yeah. Once I'm up there, I'm not panicky so much because I'm thinking, well, if the plane blows up or, we get a missile shot at us, we're all going to die anyway. You're close to heaven, I suppose. Unless you get sucked out and you're, free flying in the air and you're just going down like that fucking James Bond movie where it's diving down and you possibly end up in a very deep snow hill or something and survive it. But I think, knowing that you ain't got a parachute, your heart's going to give out. You're going to die, in the air anyway. So unless you don't die from, the plane exploding, you're going to die from heart failure because you know that you're going to die. But I'm still afraid of going up in a building more than 4 stories high and looking over. Even on videos, when I'm watching people's videos, when they do these, there's a couple of which I watched about, abandoned hotels, and they go up and they're looking over the balcony and, they're about 10, 15 floors high. And, as soon as they look over and you can see that pavement and you see how far it is, that starts, kicking my anxiety off. I'm having to either fast forward it or turn the video off because I just can't look at that height, kind of thing. Just scares me. It feels like I'm there. It actually feels like I'm there looking over. And it feels like, that balcony is going to collapse. I'm just going to go and end up like a splattered pancake on the floor. So that's the reason I don't like going over on higher ground, like higher locations. And I don't like going across bridges. And I don't like going across rivers because, one, you don't know how deep that river is, and I can't swim. So if I fell off, I'm going to drown. And that's one way I don't want to die. I don't want to die drowning. Or if I'm on a bridge, the bridge might collapse and I might get crushed. Or I might get crushed and drown at the same time. So I don't like going over bridges, long bridges, especially bridges like going over London Bridge or what's the other one? Battersea Bridge, or even Kingston Bridge. I don't like going across those bridges. I do go them, but I try not to look over, into the water. So I'm always getting that fear factor, thinking that the bridge might collapse or the bus might suddenly rear off and crash over the bloody barrier and get drowned that way. And there are ways that I'm kind of fearful about certain things. But vertigo is one of my main ones. Try not, not being rude, Uric here, but try not to talk about the old Afghans because people are talking about and their channels are getting struck. And I heard that one channel got blocked and removed because I was talking a lot about it. But I will say quickly that I did see a video where people were trying to jump a fence to get into the airport, and the old T group was shooting them. So I didn't want to cross over. And that was it was only like about a 2-minute video I was watching. You couldn't actually see them jumping over and being shot, but you could actually see people on this wall shooting at people who was trying to get over the wall, I think. As soon as I drink this coffee, I'm going to go to bed, guys. So I've got to get up and go up to Stratton. Get some of that masking tape. Sturgeon travel tablets. No, I'll probably OD on the bloody things and probably die that way because I still want to go up to, like, you know, why would he say it's like, you know, travelling tablets? Travelling's for like car sickness and air sickness to me. You know, how can that actually help, you know, with vertigo? There must be something medically, you know, something in it must be the ingredients that fucks around with your brain to stop you thinking that, you know, you got vertigo. Because like when we went to the Philippines the first time around here, after being in hospital for a week with food poisoning, cost about £600 in hospital fees. After I got better, we went into the province out in the sticks, and we had to go over this bloody big mountain, and it's one of the most dangerous roads in the Philippines, yeah. And as you're going up the mountain, you know, you've got no kind of like barrier on certain parts, and you could see the wheel right at the edge. And you're thinking, one little fucking mishap, you're over the top. And like I was sitting near the window, and I had to like later change the position. I had to sit in the middle because I don't want to be at the side. Because every time, like, you know, I was driving by and I was looking down, you know, 100 foot, 200 foot, 500 foot, you know, 1,000-foot drop. I said, no, I can't do this. And there's people sitting up on the top of the roof because it's on a jitney. You know, like, I couldn't sit in the back where all the passengers were because like there's too many people there and too much luggage, and they was all squashed up there anyway. And like, you know, being me, you know, like a guest, they gave me, you know, I wanted to be beside the window, but I didn't know later that it was going to go up this bloody great big mountain. And you know, I was driving out through there overnight as well. And there's some parts where, you know, it's such a tight squeeze that you just about get a two-way traffic. Sometimes you have to wait for a car to come past before we could go forward. Then we had to like stop for a little while because the car broke down. But there were like little gaps, like little sideways, where they had like little mini markets, and you could pull over and get something to eat or drink. But you know, that scared the shit out of me. You know, thinking, and there was always accidents on that road. But you know, being on the plane, you know, I'm sitting there kind of like gripping the chair, you know, the armchair arms, thinking like, we're going, and you know, you hear your ears pop, and like, as soon as you're like, you know, 20, 30,000 feet, can't really do nothing. You know, you can't scream and say, I want to get off. You just got to like, you know, kind of like gutting it up, you know, and keep your mouth shut, you know. But I did actually sit next to the windows as well some of the time, and the views were so fucking brilliant. It's so wonderful to see the views. Going from one side of the world to another side of the world and seeing the time changes. 1 minute it's light, the next minute it's dark, and like you're thinking, well, no, it's dark. What's going to happen? Is the plane going to explode? Is another plane going to crash into us? Is there someone who's going to cause problems? Are we going to get to the location safely, or are we going to die? Is some kind of mishap going to happen? But once you're up there, you can't really panic, and you can't really scream your ass off saying, I want to get out, I want to get out. But when you're stationary and you're 10, 15 stories high and you're just looking over, I think the more fear factor is if that balcony collapses or someone comes up to you and pushes you over, whether being a joke or not, and you just tumble over, and you know that you ain't got wings. You can't drink fucking Red Bull and spray out wings and start flapping your arms and start flying, can you? And the main thing is landing and just splattering on the fucking ground like a tomato squashy pizza or something. They've got to come and scoop you up. Yeah, but you only take that if you're going out travelling, aren't you, I suppose, with the tablets. Don't need to take it constantly, do you? I don't go anywhere, which has got heights apart from going across bridges. It's not so much, the height of the bridge. But, what gives me the fear is when you're going across the bridge, the bridge could collapse at any time because it might not have been maintenance properly. The bus might, suddenly have a problem and crash through the barrier and just go on the other side and fall into the water. Or if you're just walking across, and the bridge collapses, you either get crushed or drowned. And even when I'm not on a bridge, when I'm walking along the river, the River Thames, when I was with Alan doing magnet fishing, a couple of times I nearly slipped in, and that is 12 feet deep, and there's a current there on the Thames. I know that, and if I slipped in, I'd have drowned. I tell you. And I can't swim. I have tried taking swim lessons, but I swim like a dog sometimes, like the little doggy paddle, and that's with rubber bands on my arms. When I was young, if I fell in the river now, I'll be drowned. I won't be able to get out. But if it's only 3 or 4 foot, I probably might be able to get up. But the thing is, even when I'm in the shower or having a bath, if water gets in my eyes, I panic. Because something does. It's the effect of the water hitting my eyes. Even when I have asthma or have an emotion and start crying, it just irritates my eyes. So any kind of water, doesn't matter, clean tap water or river water, I can't open my eyes in water. I have to keep them closed. So if we had a massive flood or something, and you had to swim through it, if I could swim, I'd probably swim with my eyes closed because I wouldn't be able to keep them open. All right, Philippines, yeah. Vertigo, yeah. One of my friends 30 years ago used to get high on those seasickness tablets. I didn't want him to try them. I wouldn't use those. sea legs. Seasickness tablets. Oh, you got to think for seasickness tablets? Yeah, sea legs. No, I ain't got sea legs. I want something from seasickness. Yeah, they're called sea legs. Oh, okay. What a name for a sickness tablet. What are they going to call one for car sickness? Car sickness? Valium. Yeah, hit the old Valium, yeah. Oh, can I have some Valium, please, Doc? What for? Oh, well, you know, it's going to help me with my travel sickness, not really going to get me high, you know. And I know you can get high on Valium, can't you? You know what? One thing I would do, yeah, which I will tell you in a minute. I would never do a bungee jump. That's one thing I'd never do, a bungee jump. Because knowing my luck, I'd jump and the rubber would jump, the brake, and I definitely would end up a spat pancake on the floor. Now, I'd be scared, I'd be shitting myself, but if someone paid me to do it and the cost of doing it and getting there, I would do a jump out of an aeroplane strapped to some guy with a chute. But he's got to have two chutes. So one fails, the other one opens. As long as they both don't open in tangle, we go down like a fucking spaghetti poop or whatever. I wouldn't mind doing that, but I'd still be shitting myself. But maybe that might, you know, help to confront my fear. You know, if I'd done bushcrafting, I've spent 4 nights there now. That's starting, you know, to confront my fear. Later, maybe I might start walking around, you know, during the night time and like just seeing what's out there in the dark with a torch. That's the next thing I want to be doing when I'm up there. Just get a torch and just walk around, see what's about. Probably ain't nothing out there to worry about. But doing a jump out of a fucking aeroplane at like 20,000, 30,000 feet, you know, tied to some other guy. God, sod that, man. I don't know how much it cost. It cost a few hundred, wouldn't it? Yeah, like skydive. Slingshot. Nah, I won't do a slingshot. Fuck that. That's worse than a bungee jump. You know, there's another place we went to. Can't remember where it was, but we went on one of those like cable cart things. That thing spooked me out. And things when I was younger, we went to Lorette de Mar. Then we went to Italy and Spain. But there's like this really big kind of like mountain thing you had to climb. And then at the end, when you get there, there's just like a little barrier, kind of like about 2-3 foot high. And you can just like peek over and see the view. And it looks like you're on top of the world looking down because it's so fucking high. It's thousands of feet drop. And like, I couldn't go there. I said, no, I want to go back down. I think that was in the Philippines, actually, because we went to some really big place in the Philippines, very high. And like, not only that, you know, the oxygen wasn't, you know, giving me enough air. Because the wife, you know, she's Filipino, she's already been there probably. And, you know, her air intake Ain't so bad as what mine was. But we went up this fucking massive mountain, and you got all these like little side shops and things like that. You've got some kind of like religious thing up there as well, and it looks really beautiful. But I could not go further than they went. I had to stay where I was. I said, no, I'll wait until you come back down. I can't go up there. And I had to wait like 2 hours for them to come back down. Luckily I was staying with one of my, like, her side of the family relatives. Because they could see how scared I was, I think it was after we went to that map, going through from the Philippines to the province where Mum lives. And that bloody journey on that dangerous motorway scared the shit out of me. But when they went to this other place, that scared me even more. I thought, no, I ain't going up there. Oh, can't you be all right? I said, no. Well, hold your hand. I said, no. See, a lot of these things I can only just about remember. I think, a lot of stuff I can't even remember, but, when you think about it, it does come back to you gradually and slowly. But there's some really crazy places we went to. There was one nice place we went to, lower down, not high, but there's a pony ride we went on, and that I thought I was going to be like not seasick. I was a bit worried that the pony might not like me, but I got on it and we was on a pony ride for about half hour, 45 minutes, going down like this, wasn't a ravine or anything. It's just like going downhill and coming back up. It's like a park kind of thing, yeah, like a nature reserve in one way. That's quite nice. And the other thing I did do in the Philippines. Now we all know the Filipinos, or some of the Filipinos, like to abduct people and keep them as hostages and ransom them. Well, when we was in the province, a group of us decided that was going to go hunting for wild boar, and there is plenty of wild boar up there. So there's me, my two brother-in-laws, Ben Eaton Jr., and then one of our other relatives who was, can't remember his name, but he's got two jobs, part-time police officer and part-time army officer. And he's got a load of guns, I'll tell you, man. They gave me a 2.2 rifle, for my own protection. And, we had like a fucking M4 and like Colt 1911. A couple of them had shotguns and a few of them had like, little like M16s and stuff like that. Kind of a mixture of guns. And we was going to go up into the mountains, not very high, but, I say like top hilltops, probably no more than like 500 feet higher than we were. But it was all like, through like forest, woodlands and stuff like that. And we actually come across a wild boar track. And I said, look, we found a track. I said, if we see it, you shoot. I said, yeah, all right. But we followed this track and it just kind of disappeared. So we carried on, like, hunting around. And I had like these kind of like flip-flop things on and socks. I can't remember if I had long trousers or short trousers on. I think I might have had like shorts on, I can't remember. But I was going up this mountain and we come across this like little hut thing, yeah. And there's people sitting there, and like one of my relatives goes, "Oh, come on, star," inside talking all Filipino, and they said, they told them what we was doing, we was hunting, and they said, "Yeah, no problem." And they saw me and went, "Ah, white man, you Americano?" I said, "No, English, British." "Ah, sige." Ah, English. Ah, right. Not Americano. I said no. And I was getting a bit worried. I was thinking, why are they looking at me like this, Well, apparently, they hadn't seen, a white man like me up close. And not only that, what's that bloody word for it? They weren't terrorists or anything like that, but what's that group of people that fight other groups? I'm trying to think of the word. But there was a group of people that, if they didn't know you and you stumbled across them, um, they would like kidnap you and ransom you. I can't think of the bloody word now. But yeah, they kind of went, oh, come in, hello, shook me hand, offered me a beer. And I think one of my nephews said, like, well, not nephews, nephews, cousins, brother-in-laws, or someone said about, my socks were wet and my shoes were wet. So they just came up to me and they told me to sit down. I said, what? They said, sit down. They offered you to sit down. So I sat down. And one of them actually came up and took my socks off and my shoes off and hanging up on a piece of string to dry off. I thought, well, that's fucking kind of you, mate. That's very good. Thank you very much. So we stayed there for about hour. Then we started making tracks because it started getting a bit dark. And we didn't have like flashlights or anything. So that was quite interesting. I'm trying to think what that group is called. Renegades. I can't think what it's fucking called. Like a resistance kind of group. That's what I thought they were, like resistance. They probably might be resistance, I don't know. But it was quite good up there. I'd like to go back. If I ever had the opportunity, like if I was young and I wasn't married, I don't know what would have been. But if I knew a lot about bushcraft, 6-7 years ago, and I wasn't doing the paranormal, I would love to have like moved out of the country and gone somewhere else. Like, instead of like, put it this way, if ghost hunting wasn't my main hobby, and I didn't think about that, but I'd suddenly thought about bushcrafting, I'd have got into bushcrafting a lot more than I had now, because it would have been years ago. Then I would have probably thought, like, I could have confronted my fear about being out in the dark alone. So I would have moved out of this country and gone somewhere else, like, Alaska or Canada or somewhere, and bought a little bit of land and just like, kind of like looked after myself and survived. Because, like, bushcrafting is kind of survival in one way, but it's also classed as camping. And some people class it as wild camping. Although I can't go out trapping for food and whatnot, yeah, because I'm too worried about the ponies might get caught up on the trap or something, and I don't want to be kicked off from the land I have got permission to be on. But learning about, because I watch a lot of primitive, on YouTube, where the old people in the rainforest or in Cambodia, not Cambodia, what's the other one? Vietnam. They're out in the wilderness and they're surviving on, what they can actually hunt, kill, eat, their water supply, building the hut from bamboo, and all they got is a machete. For the water, they've got to create their own bowls. For collecting and harvesting food, they've got to make their own bamboo baskets, and they don't have like a fireplace like I've built. They can actually make it one out of like clay and mud and stone, yeah. But they usually just have it like there's an open fire. And I watched one the other day. Poor sod had like a little open kind of shack here, and he had a fire which he thought was out, but you know, it still had embers. He went and done some hunting. He got some animals, and as he came back, he looked up and great big puff of smoke everywhere. And he dropped his like basket. I think he had either. I know he had food in. I think it's more like fruit, not animals, but he had something in there. He dropped it. He ran, and his poor little shack was on fire, and he had to like stamp it out with a stick and his feet. I thought, poor sod, you know. Although he didn't put a lot of time in it, but you know, he had to go through all the effort collecting, you know, the resources to do it. You know, if you think about it, I had to go around collecting all the resources to build my one. You know, hay. Well, I've got hay I bought from the landowner. He got me the hay, the mud. You know, dirt I was able to get from the ground anyway. I did get some plaster and cement I took up there to make the walls a bit more sturdier. But would you believe all the dirt packing which I put in started like falling out now? So I've got to redo that at some stage. But I'll probably put more cement and plaster in this time because it was more mud than I was using last time. I don't want to put tarps on the outside because it just like noticed too much. And I'm not paying £16 for, you know, the big 12x12 green tarps. So I'm going to have to remud pack that sometime. I wouldn't do a glass bridge. No fucking way. I wouldn't. Like, I've been into the zoo, and like, know when you get those glass rooms, then you can see like, you know, the fish, you know, sharks, and you know the old wow swimming around. I wouldn't like to go in there too long in case the glass cracked and it popped open, and like, you know, either you get sucked out and the wow and the shark comes and eats you, or they get sucked in and grab you and eat you. When the English authorities see a rainbow, they see optical phenomenon. But when Astral sees a rainbow, they know it's Bifrost, the bridge. Asgard, the home of the gods. Okay. I went to Menorca in 2009 while I was there. 4 bombers went off. Oh, bloody hell. I was in Tasmania as a travel guide, and a few months after I came home, 60 got shot on the beach. Bloody hell. The hotel was originally going to stay on the right next to the police station. Had a bomb go off outside and killed. So that's another thing, like, you know, with violence, you've got to be careful on some of the locations you go to. Think you're safe and you're not. Another time in Spain, I was stood at the hotel having a cigarette. When I finished and just walked into the hotel, heard a bang. A car hit the wall. Bloody hell, you was only there 30 seconds earlier. Bloody hell, you was lucky there. Actually, I'm going to take one of my crucifixes up there, or make one. That's one thing. I've got like a little chain one, which I'll take up with me, which I'll keep forgetting to take out my bloody wallet to hang up. But a crucifix is easy to make, you know, just 2 sticks tied together. Just keep forgetting to do it, that's all. All right, guys, I'm definitely going now because it's like, what time is it now? 20 to 4. And I need to get some sleep, so I've got to get out and do some shopping today. And I think they said it might be raining today. Well, that doesn't look like it on the forecast. But I did get a notification. Possible rain, take an umbrella. And I did say I was going to about an hour ago as well, didn't I? Well, you know, Steve, he never knows when to start. What was it? Yeah, it's Tuesday. The only time possibly might be rain is 10 o'clock. I can't go until Amazon's been anyway. Depends on what time they decide to turn up. But even if I'm out, you know, they usually leave the stuff outside the door. See, now it says like clear with possible clouds, clear with periodic clouds, or whatever. Fucking earlier it said like take a volley, but what, you know, possible rain. But when I looked on the forecast, it just said cloudy. So I don't know. But I've seen a few videos like that. Tammy. Oh Jesus, man! There's a guy, right? He actually camped on the side of a mountain. He had a tent pitched out. How he had the tent pitched out on the side of a mountain, which had like a 10,000-foot drop underneath him, I don't know. He probably had like rods going out and like, you know, going across that way. I don't know. But he actually had a tent on the edge. Well, not on the edge, but well, yeah, on the edge. But like looking up, it was like probably a couple of 1,000 feet up to get to the top. Looking down, you're talking about 8,000 feet, something like that. No, it's bloody. I thought, my God. And there's a guy, right? I don't know if he's English, but he goes to Russia quite a lot, and he does like these really weird fucking things. He goes on top of buildings and he walks on the edge. He's got no fear of heights whatsoever. Now you're going to keep me on for another 10 minutes. He's got no fear of walking on the edge of a 20, 30-story building. He's even been in a location where it's the biggest building in the city. You get to the top, and then you've got the radio tower, and he goes up to the radio tower, whatever it is, and he's kind of like on the edge. And like you're talking about fucking 50-story building, you know. Then like, you know, the actual tower itself is like probably about another 10, 15 stories high. And the guy's got no fear, right? You know, he doesn't use any harnesses or nothing. You know, if it's too windy, then he might not do it. But when there's only a little bit of wind, he still does it. He's been to Russia. What's that bloody place in Russia? Where they all got evicted. They got these massive towers up there, like radio towers. He's climbed those up there. You know, the guy even goes on moving trains and does like, it's called train sky walking or something. He actually gets onto the top of the train, on top of the carriages, and he's just standing there while the train's like, you know, high speed. It doesn't bother him. No, he seriously got some balls, I tell you. You know, a couple of times I've watched these videos and I thought, oh, it's making me dizzy. I had to turn the videos off on a couple of them, or I fast forward them. You know, is camped on top of like what's that bloody place in Russia? Chernobyl. He's actually camped on top of one of the biggest buildings in Chernobyl with a couple of people, you know, like one of his guides or whatever. Because they ain't supposed to be there. They like sneak in, get caught there, you know, by the security. You end up in fucking prison. But he gets there. I can't remember what the guy's name. He's always wearing a face covering so he doesn't get recognised on either YouTube or, you know, by people. I think even his guides, you know, don't even know who he is really. Some of his friends does, but not some of the Russians that he meets up with. But, you know, he's climbing all these different buildings. So he's gone to cable carts. There's one place he went to, a cable cart place, and he climbed all the way up to the top. You're talking hundreds and hundreds of feet. And, you know, he's got to the top and he's just standing there. He's even gone to old shipwrecks and climbed up the top masts when there's still water. You know, how he got there was by a little dinghy, because the boat is in Russia in the water. And, like, you know, it's an old, you know, wreck. And he's got in there and he's climbed up the mast. And he's just like walking along as if like he's on solid ground. I think this guy's got bollocks. You know, he's got balls to do that, man. I couldn't do that. I'm scared just being up fucking 10, 20 stories on a building, looking over him. You know, it's like home to him. He enjoys it. He's even jumped off and done skydive off a building. I think it was in America, actually. In one that I can't remember what city it was, but it's one of the highest buildings in there. And he jumped off with two other people with the old chute. Fucking guy's got balls, man. If I ever come across his channel again, I'll let you know, because this guy's crazy as arseholes, I tell you, man. Really, really is crazy. I couldn't do it. I'd never do it. No, my luck. I'd try it and I'd probably fall off. I'd lose my balance. And the guy don't, as I say, he don't wear no harnesses, he don't use no safety equipment whatsoever. And, you know, I suppose, like, with him, if it happens, it happens, you know. You know, he's always got his camera. He's always filming it. Let me see if I can find his channel. Hang on. I probably will. There we go. He's even been on news. There's a few people out there, actually. Fuck me, there's a lot of people who does it. There's even a female that's done it. Fortnite epic moments. Knowledge. I'm a savage angel. Yeah, look, if you do that, right, as a search, when you come up onto the YouTube search list, yeah, there's a guy, we climbed to the top of Moscow's tallest building, HBO, Shanghai Tower, 650 meters. And that's, you know, when it's foggy as well. There's a guy actually camping, Ponicon, the St. Leap of Faith, and he's sleeping on the side of a fucking mountain. Then there's like 5 terrifying climb videos on YouTube. Crazy Russian roof climbing by Knowledge 100. Mustang wanted. He's like hanging off he's actually hanging off one small bar, which is like, I don't know if it's a radio tower or what, but that's fucking crazy. There's another guy who's actually hanging on just with his fingers off a ledge. It looks like he's going to fall, but he doesn't. Crazy Russian tower climbing. There's Fortnite epic moments. People are insane or awesome. Illegally free climb edition. There's a woman in a red skirt, pink top, sitting on a fucking radio tower. You gotta watch that one. That's 4 years ago, man. And then there's a Russian couple climb the highest construction site in the world. Evolution. 2 men climb Shanghai Tower. I couldn't do this, man. There's a guy on a fucking bike on YT. Don't look away. 99.99% will look away. Heights edition, part 3. There's a guy on an edge. Look. He's got a fucking bike there. What's he going to do with that? Daredevils who lost their lives during insane stunts. Well, I'm going to have a look at that one. Well, it's your own fucking fault. Oh, look, even just seeing James Kingston climb the tallest crane in Dubai, 450 meters. Just looking at the picture making me get a little bit vertigo. Climbing antenna spike ends horribly. Oh man, I don't know if I can watch half these videos. There's a girl sitting on a guy's shoulders on a very high building. Look. I'm gonna quickly watch some of these. I'm gonna scare myself to sleep. Oh dear. See, those things I could never do. I'd never be able to do anything like that. I'd shit my pants. I know I'd fall. It's the fear that, puts in you that one wrong step, you're going to fall, you're going to die. Right. Sod this shit. Living on the edge, yeah. Cucumbers, balls of steel. Ain't the right word to say, man. Got balls of steel. Yeah, I can understand that, Ewick. They ain't got respect for life, but it's something that they do for the seek, thrill, the thrill factor. Seeking the thrill of doing something that someone else probably wouldn't do. But there has been a few unhappy endings, I think, by looks of things. But anyway, I'm going to go. I'm not sure when I'm on here next, but I'll probably try to get on before I go bushcrafting again, just to give you an update on when I'm going and what I plan to do. But I'll also do that on my other channel as well. All right, good night, everyone. Thanks for popping on. I'll see you later. Good night. God bless. Bye.